bias, but like
I mean,
nah, but
yeah,
like
bias. I don't
I'm
think
gonna
Under the Luck should
abstain from
win.
voting for this one.
One is one of the best fantasy manga I've read, and I've read too many to fucking count. And the other, I literally have tried to read 4 times, and I have not gotten past chapter 60.
Yeah.
I'm picking Free Friend.
It just doesn't have that sauce, that je
okay.
ne sais quoi to it, you know? Like,
So I have
So
I have a really bad problem, like where I can't read a series. I find the MC ugly, and
Andy is ugly.
so bad. It's bad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Like even if it's like I like unconventionally attractive like MCs too. Like if he just no eyebrows.
And he always has that big ass smile too.
Oh my god!
It clashes. The no eyebrows plus the big ass smile. It's weird.
I'm voting for Free Red.
Free
Free Red
Red.
is one of my favorite
I'm voting for
characters
Free
to
Red.
come out in the
Anybody
past.
for Unluck? Because I feel like it's a scum too.
Hey, Free Run Run's good. Yeah.
Okay, Free Red 7-0.
Free Red
That's
is
hurting.
consistently good.
That is so hurting, bro. You know, the contrarian in me wants to read on Dead Unlock now. You know,
It's fine. It's fine. Like it's
Oh, this is gonna be so funny.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is delicious in dungeon? Is that where like niggas go to like a dungeon and eat at a restaurant or some shit?
Oh
No, they eat
No,
monsters.
because I think I saw an ad for that
They
for an
eat
anime like
monsters.
that.
Yes.
Delicious.
Oh.
Yes, it's a fantasy
think-
manga. To give you a synopsis, Bronny, you know this group. They're on a mission. The main character, well, he's not really the main character, but one of the character's sisters gets eaten by a dragon, and now they get reset. Like they get sent out of the dungeon, and now they're going to go get her back, and a bunch of other shit happens. But that's the
Damn.
simplest way I can put it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
is it better than
Yeah.
JJK?
I mean, JJK's been fantastic this year too, you know.
That's what you think, but I don't think that.
Ronnie, to give Dungeon
All right,
Mesh
Cal,
the
you've got the
edge,
link now.
it's getting adapted by Trigger. So vote for
No
Dungeon.
way. Okay, yeah. Vote for that. Yeah. Vote for that. Quick. No
It's crazy
way,
that-
yo.
Okay, so we're no, actually, bro, that's a bit petty, bro. We're not giving JJK a chance. You know what I mean? I think JJK had a really,
JJK just
really.
dropped one of its worst chapters.
Yeah.
The last week.
JJK's been
Last week.
like, if we're being
JJK
real,
had its worst year. JJK had its worst year this year.
there
I
was a
think.
Yeah,
lot
but,
of
like,
like,
it was last
rough
week.
stuff. There was a lot of rough
Yeah.
stuff this year. for
There was a
JJK.
lot
Yeah.
of rough stuff and not much good stuff to make up for it.
How
It
many of
was
the
not
fights
fun
were actually
rereading the
good this year?
chapters.
Like, nigga, we had the Hikari shit, which was at best
We
it
had
was
the
fine.
Naoya
At best
stuff.
it was fine. Then
Oh.
you had the Maki shit, which I like, but I know a lot of people in here don't or have mixed feelings on.
I have problems with it, but I've
I
already.
Yeah.
like it with an asterisk. You know what I mean?
The
Well, actually,
Utah,
Red-
and the
Was
UG fights are like the ones I think we all agree were good. Like that
But
we all
Utah was like
genuinely
last year, though. I think.
Yeah,
that was,
but
like,
even then Utah
fourth.
wasn't
For me, the Utah arc was very disappointed. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's
It was
fair.
it was not memorable for me. I even forgot that Utah appeared on the cooling game
No, that's
because
fair.
I
That's
took
fair.
I took like 2 months break from JJK and I caught up like last week. And I
Mhm.
forgot Utah was even there when I was like writing my review on the current arc.
No, that's fair because
I-
it was good, but like it didn't do much for his character. I feel it just
So I think
It's
I
just
have a
raw
theory, by
facts.
the way. I have a theory like about the Utah fight, right? And I think it's like it has something to do with like just like it's a money making scheme. You see, I love Utah, right? But like it came out right as the movie had the global release in the United States and like Canada, right? So I'm just saying, but you got to connect the dots, and like I think that fight was placed for a specific reason. You know what I mean? But either way, that fight, I think I loved it because it actually answered one of the biggest mysteries we had in the story. Like since Yuta was introduced, how the fuck does he still have Reen or
Rika.
forgot her
Did it
name, right?
answer it though?
Rika,
Did it
right?
answer it?
Yeah.
It did.
It-
Because that's not-
how.
Yeah.
Did it? Because
like, I
I
think
remember
that was
seeing
good enough.
debates. Even whatever. I'll believe you guys. I'll believe you guys.
It was a fierce debate,
What-
nonetheless, but it was.
Yeah.
It it was explained on the front.
Okay,
of it.
okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, that's not like that's a gay problem. He's not good at explaining shit, right? But like, I'm just saying, like, it was explained, like, you know, so that was pretty interesting. It took me a few videos to watch, but sure, you know,
I will give you that. I will give you that
Yeah.
point.
No,
It
yeah,
did
JJ,
explain.
yeah.
JJK just disappointed. You know, like a lot of the shit I was anticipating just didn't land as well as I was hoping.
It was
I wanna
Meanwhile, Delicious in Dungeon has the trigger cosign, so you know.
Was
wanna
the
speak too
Yuji
much-
fight this year?
I won't speak
Nope,
too
it was
much
last year.
JJK this year,
Okay.
but I would say that like I would rather like praise Delicious in Dungeon. I think Delicious in Dungeon is in its final arc right now. It's one of the this might actually end up being a good ending in manga. Like wow, that usually never happens. So
That's the irony, isn't it? We've actually got a series which did stick the landing.
And
like,
it is Fujimoto approved.
Chahaya's ending was great. Like, it was a beautiful ending to a very, very, very long-running series. And now Delicious in Dungeon is setting up, hopefully, another good manga ending. That would be great. 2 for 2.
You jinxed
What
it.
Go.
I
Don't
would
jinx
even
it, don't
go so
jinx
far
it.
as to say is
JJK
that,
will have a good ending too, guys. Don't forget that.
Delicious in Dungeon has given me probably like 5 of its best chapters this year alone.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we know where Cal's vote is. It's how many vote for Jujutsu Kaisen?
0.
Just Martian. Martian has to vote for it.
Martian. Okay,
Oh.
so it's 6-1.
The pity vote. The usual pity vote.
You know, honestly, bro, I'll vote for JJ.
You're a good dude. You're too nice, Zach. You're too nice.
Bro, nah. Bro, I think the JJK slander in the server and in the chats are a bit too like, you know. I don't stop it because it's funny, but like, you know, it's still
Yeah. I feel you. This one is torture. This one is
See,
evil.
I don't.
Which one?
This one is
someone else
evil.
start it. I'm not starting this. Someone else do it.
All right, I will take the lead because
I
I'm
am
the
voting
medalist
for
stand.
Blue Period.
Really?
I'm voting for Blue Period because I don't read the medalist.
Oh, you gotta get on
I
that.
didn't
You
read
gotta
the
get
medals
on
either,
it.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god,
All
girl, you
right,
gotta
It
get
is
on
so-
it.
it is one of my reads for next year. It is for next year.
I watched the Blue Period anime, so I guess that
Damn.
counts.
Oh, you're doing your
All right, looks
Not
like
playing,
I'm
I'm
gonna be the
playing. I
medalist
read it.
stand here. Oh god. So medalist has only been
Convince
going for
me.
just over a year now. It's almost 2 years.
2 for
Yeah,
2,
yeah,
almost
yeah,
2.
yeah. I forget that it started at the end of 2020. So it's such a great series. The energy in it's fantastic. We see so many strong characterizations. You know, like it continuously for a series that is about little girls ice skating. It has consistently provided such high octane drama without
Literally.
resulting without going into somebody's family member died,
Yeah.
is mad at you because of boyfriends or any of that stuff. It's completely relied on the sport alone to create so much pressure and drama to the point that multiple fans can recite tales of being stressed out because the
Oh my
coach
God,
had
yeah.
to run to get her
Oh,
ice
fuck.
skates and bring them back again.
Bro, oh my god. When I read chapter 4, like the first time she's in a Nori's in a competition,
Mm.
and like I just finished reading Ranger Rejects, and I thoroughly enjoyed Ranger Rejects, but like I noticed at that point, that moment, like chapter 4, like my heart was beating more than it ever had reading Ranger Rejects, and it was just some little girl skating, like oh my god, like you said, it just does
So
tension
much stuff, man.
so fucking well, man. Like, fuck, it's insane, and
Extremely stressful.
it's so fucking stressful. Like, I can't think of many manga that do the page turn so fucking well. Like having the every page turn be so fucking stressful because you
Especially
don't know if
those
they're
page
gonna
turns
land at
into
that.
the spreads, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know if they're gonna land or if they're gonna fall. Like, oh fuck, it's
Especially with the
It's
latest
something-
volume. I think the latest volume is a great example
Oh,
of
yeah.
this tension. Like, these characters are people we don't know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
complete strangers. And yet, when that little girl busted her nose falling over
fuck.
on the ice, I was like, I want her to win. Give her the good girl win. She deserves it so bad.
exactly. Like at points I'd forgotten about Inori. I was like, oh my god, I want this girl I just met to win right now. Like,
Like, we know
'Cause,
barely
oh my
anything, and
God.
I'm like, I need
Yeah.
her to win. I can't
but
let
the
her
story
lose.
does such a good job at showing like how much pressure and how stressful it is going into this shit. That's fuck. Yeah, now that I'm talking about it, I think I gotta give it to Medalist, bro. Fuck. I think I got just because.
Well, after that talk, I will have to give it to Medalist because
The argument
We
I'd
gotta
make against
talk
Blue
about what
Period,
chapters.
I'd argue against like Blue Period. I love Blue Period. I love what it's done up until now. It's done really great. But this year has been a slow year for Blue Period. Like comparative.
I would admit that. It is true. The couple of last chapters have been really weak compared to like last year's, for
Mhm.
example.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
used to read it like
Wait,
monthly,
what
like
chapters came out this year?
So this year
now
was
I just
the
let it
500 page assignment up to the thing about guilt, doing the assignment about guilt. That's all the stuff this year, if I recall.
Yes.
So you
I
know that
love-
one teacher who's a
love
huge
the,
dick to the one teacher who's a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
dick. Yeah, so
I love the
it's when he
conclusion
shows
of
up and
that.
he's like he basically scolds your Torah for being too focused on himself and self-loathing and shit, and tells him to do the 500 page assignment, the 500 drawing assignment. And what I do like this year is that you do kind of get payoff for that at the end of the year, right? Because at the end of the year, you see the judge come back and it's like, oh, you've grown a lot, you know. Like I like that you don't self-love anymore and compare yourself to others. I really like that. I think that's like a really satisfying journey just within the context of this year for Yotoro, you know, especially because it's something he's struggled with since he's been in university and honestly even before that. So it is like really satisfying to see. But Metal is, bro, like it just surprised the fuck out of me, honestly. I think that element of surprise just hits a lot for me. So I think I'd have to go for it more, you know?
Just the last two volumes of Medalist, because what was it, 2 volumes released this year? Like Volume 4 and Volume 5. Volume 4 was fantastic. Like, dealing with, like, the being unable to match up to your parents' lofty goals, right? For him was such a big deal. And having Sakasa and Inori be able to, like, push him to find himself in the sport and not lose that love of ice skating, and then from that to go into the tournament one, fantastic.
Let's play music. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. I
All
gotta
right,
give
so
it to
we'll throw down the
Medalist.
votes.
but to be honest,
I'm obviously voting Medalist.
yeah, my money is on Blue Period for the no marks arc. I think I prefer everything that happened with like no marks, and with the whole assignment on guilt. I think I prefer everything that happened during that period to Medalist.
Really?
And I think Medalist. I think Medalist this year was um. What was Medalist? I binged it, so I didn't really know what happened. Was but there was a tournament.
I think the stuff this
Sorry,
year
was there a
was
tournament?
the tournament and the camp. I think that was the stuff of this year. The camp and the tournament. That was it.
Yeah, yeah. So if it's just those two, I think I have like Blue Period over it.
Yes. Okay. I swear.
Let me check real quick, make sure that is all the chapters from this year. Yeah, no, Volume 3 dropped in November of 2021, so that's out of the scope.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh
Volume 4 and
wow.
5.
Okay.
God, those releases are slow.
Yeah, because for me, if it was something like the first half of Medalist versus current Blue Period, I would have had like Medalist over it. 'Cause
Okay.
I think that moment where he ran to get her skates, I think I really loved that a lot, and I loved Medalist. I think the problem with me for Medalist is because I was in school, so I was like reading it in like gaps, or like there were like there was too much time between like the chapters I was reading. So I'm hoping I can read everything like at once later on in future, or like that latter half of Medalist compared to Blue Period. I think I'll take Blue Period over it.
Mm-hmm.
What, that's one for Blue
Okay.
Period?
So that's one for Blue Period, what, 2 for
Kyle, you've been quiet. You've been too quiet, my boy. Kyle.
Because I'm undecided. Because okay, so Martian kind of brought up like what I was gonna say earlier. No marks and the question of like what is sin. And Yatora's answer about like how it's like what he made about the eye, the projector. You look through the hole, and the projector is your eye.
Mm-hmm.
It had me like fucking like at the same time because I'm trying to right now. I'm not sure what I said. Volume 4 and 5 of the Medalists are the ones, not volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
But also like the recent chapter of Blue Period, the recent 2 are the most boring the story's ever been. For sure.
Yeah, they're cute though, because I do like seeing the characters just interact. I do like I
For
generally.
sure.
But
And,
yeah,
like,
but
the
yeah, I
marks,
agree.
the marks took a long time to like shape
Payoff.
up where I could see for the payoff. And I love the payoff for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
it did take a moment. If Blue Period had the chapters when Yatora was a teacher,
Oh yeah,
those would have been easy money. But I just checked
Those
and
chapters were amazing. Yeah.
I tweeted about them in September, so that didn't make it. So fuck, this is hard. This is the hardest one.
This bracket is brutal.
So I love Blue Period, but I read all of the Medalists today, and it even made me cry. So my vote is definitely going to the Medalist.
I'm not gonna lie,
It really surprised me.
So that's what,
it's not
3-2?
looking good for Blue Period. Give it the pity vote. Give it the pity. Wait, okay. Lennon, have you peeped any of these?
Not the Medalist, but Blue Period.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay.
That's why he wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
guess
I
3
read-
votes for me.
I'm gonna go.
Yo,
with the
medalist. Okay.
I'm gonna go with
Okay, so the medalist. Okay, so it's gonna be 6-1, I guess.
No.
What? I thought it was gonna go like
I haven't read-
5-2 or 4-3. for that
Same.
one.
I haven't read anything in Blue Period past volume 6. I don't know why. No, I actually do know why, but
Like the way that I see it is this: I think Blue Period had the best chapter between the two of them this year, but I think Medalist consistently had the
Yeah, I
edge of my
agree.
seat this
Yeah.
I
year.
agree.
The
Yeah,
consistency,
that's a good way of
couldn't
putting it.
be beaten. All right, yeah, it's time for some slander.
Oh shit! Oh, I can't even speak on this. Please fail.
No.
I love
no,
both.
No.
So this is hard.
This is why?
They are great for very different reasons to
Yeah.
begin with.
Like,
Yeah.
Akane Banashi has a strong story structure, right? There's a constant driving force behind Akane and moving her through the world of Rakugo. Veil, on the other hand, doesn't have any driving force whatsoever, and it just does what it wants.
It's just niggas waffling, bro.
Yeah, it's
Well,
so good.
And that's what
Damn.
makes it so
Why?
great. It is peak slice of life, like, and
Okay.
Everyone
romance as
loves
well.
Veil.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't have any other words besides like pure amazement over it. What is that?
Where's
I
that
don't know
coming
what that
from?
is.
Was
Let
that
me check right now. No.
Was that you?
Oh,
It's my King of Fighters video. It's my King of Fighters video.
Like,
Yeah,
like
you
the
see
problem
nothing
is
wrong.
that Akane Banashi is like the best newcomer. Like it has a really strong debut.
Oh, for
While-
sure.
While like Veil's just so addicting. It's just
Yeah, like everyone who
It
reads
deserves it.
Veil will just like you bring it up, we will just like chew your ear off. Like we will not shut up
I don't
about
know.
the intimacy
I don't
or
know a single person. I don't know a single person that doesn't like it. That has
yeah.
read it.
I've not seen anyone who's even like
Troll
it's
about it.
okay. They're not even like mid ground on it. They're like, yeah, it's good, but like that's it. Then everyone is like, no, it's fantastic. I love it. It's gorgeous. I love them.
Beautiful,
I would die for them.
magnificent.
really is. You know what? I actually, when the first volume came out, I was pretty like, this is cool. Second volume came out, I was like, I'm feeling something. I was like, okay, that's one of my favorites. And the chapter that I think that does it for everyone, obviously there's multiple before. The one that did it for me that made me like, oh my fucking god, like have that moment was when they were both standing by the door at night, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there's-
the
Oh,
bedroom
I know.
chapter. The bedroom chapter.
I know what chapter. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
You could.
It was
feel
so
the
playful.
21.
Oh my god! I was blushing. I was like, what the fuck? The way that like you could feel the yearning and the little so much intimacy.
Wait, what'd you
and,
say? Did you say urinating?
The yearning.
Yearning.
Oh, okay. Yo, what the fuck?
What's going on?
You're not the only one. I also thought that you're wrong.
My bad. Probably my headphones. But I give it to Vio. I love Akane Banashi. I think it's it's probably the best thing in the weekly Shonen Jump right now.
Yeah.
Wait.
Much.
That's
Sakamoto. Sakamoto, I think between
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto is the best one for me. Akane is like a second.
P6 is my Jump series. Like every week, I'm like, it's P6 time. I'm so
I have beef with that. I have beef with that book.
Yeah, I couldn't get past chapter 1. I'm not.
I
just wasn't feeling it.
That's
I was just not
everyone.
feeling it.
I was the same. I was like, oh yeah, this art style's a bit weird, and the stories, and then I kept reading, and it got better, and then it got gay, and then it got fantastic. It's got a canon gay couple in Jump. How does that happen?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that
this
either.
year, Melali and Mimin, a canonical lesbian couple in the pages of Weekly Shonen Jump.
Wow.
That's real.
That's a lot.
gonna see that.
Which, like, for a lot of people who were like, this is like, these two have like kind of a gay thing going on. Validation. I literally, when I was like binge reading it, messaged a friend and was like, yeah, P6, this is gay as hell. And she's like, really? I didn't see it. And then a couple weeks later, bam, canon. And I was like, no way.
The manga confirmed it.
But yes, no, back to Veil, because I will talk about P6 forever. Yeah, no, Veil's got my
Just
vote.
give it to Veil.
I'm
Damn,
sorry.
is it a wash for? Is
I
it a
vote
wash
for
for Veil?
It's a wash.
It's a wash. It's
Do
a
we have
wash.
no votes for Akane? All right.
Damn.
Akane is great, but Veil just makes me feel something different.
Yeah, that
I have
urinating chapter sounds
never-
great, bro. I can't even defend.
I'll
I'll go
defend
ahead.
Akane in this regard, but I'm gonna say that Akane is still finding its feet. Like its
Yeah.
recent arc is showing the direction it's needed for a while, and it's finally really starting to pick up. However, Veil has just been great. Like with what we've gotten this year, Veil has just gotten better and better on top of already being very good. Akane is just starting to get going, and I just don't think it's quite at the point where I can say it's like a manga of the year yet.
But it's a really. If this was a newcomer competition, it would win. Maybe.
Yeah. Akane would win if it wasn't going up against ongoing series.
Yes.
Who's voting for Akane now?
Nobody?
Nobody.
Next question.
I still wouldn't vote for Akane if
Okay, let's go.
if we're doing a new.
Oh, yo.
Look, I don't know why someone chose a one shot.
Listen, exactly. I fuck with Goodbye Eri, but let's be realistic here.
Even
you know.
Okay, so
I thought we were doing like manga serializations.
So I'm gonna
I love you, Lennon. I do. I'm sorry.
I'm coming to Goodbye Eri here. It's got to be said, Goodbye Eri wasn't the best one shot this year. Like, it has Fujimoto privilege. Like, we had Drive, which was a fantastic insight into disability and like being trans in Japan. We had
Yo, I got chills just hearing that. I didn't read Drive. What the fuck?
Which was about abuse, grief, and recovery, and being able to love yourself and other people again. I liked Goodbye Eri, and it did a lot of really cool things, but people went so much harder on it because it had Fujimoto's name on it than if it was another author. Like, let's be real, if this was written by another author, people probably wouldn't gas it up the way that they did.
Amen.
I don't know. Most people don't read one shots. That's the thing. Well, I think that's your point. Yeah, because
I think
what
Summer.
Fujimoto's name is on this one shot as well, because the Blue Period author has like
Oh
one
yeah,
shot.
Oh, that one shot
their
was
one shots
so
are
good.
so fucking good.
Oh, that vampire one.
Oh my god,
Oh,
Tsubasa's one shots are so fucking good. All of them.
Vampire
I
one.
love all of them. Oh my god, they're
it was
so
so
good.
gross, but so good.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
All
vampire
the
one.
most
Vampire
recent
Trigger,
one, the
period.
vampire one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only read one vampire one shot this year, and it was like really pop.
Hold on.
I like pop art.
Hold on. Let me find because it was done. It was done only a few months ago. Author.
I think was the name Kamiya or something.
Kamiya. Yeah.
Kamiya.
The art was,
Yeah.
in my opinion, better than Blue Period at points. Like Blue Period can be
Yeah,
really
I
visually
agree,
stunning,
I
but
agree.
Kamiya
Yes,
was
yeah.
so visually like just I took my breath away. Right, reading that I was like, oh my god, this is stunning.
Yeah, wait, Cal, check VC chat because since I'm leaving soon, I'm wondering if like it might be a good idea at least to just check what Naya said,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's just But yeah.
Does
I
anybody
agree.
have Goodbye Eri?
That weird point where like Tsubasa stopped working on Blue Period for like 3 months just to do that one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, I was opposed to it, but it was like surprisingly a really fucking good one shot. So I was like, hey, this is cool, like so yeah. Gotta agree.
Yeah, Summer Hikaru
So-
died. Let's just quickly talk about Summer Hikaru died because we haven't actually said anything in its favor.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
that's about. I don't know what the
Binary
fuck it's
shit
about.
win. So first of
I'll
all,
say this.
the Summer Hikaru died did sound fantastically, and it's a manga. There's no sound.
That's one of the most creepiest aspect of the manga. The
Mhm.
sound.
Yeah.
It just sets
Yeah,
the
I
mood
think
so well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 'cause even if you want to talk about it, like with Goodbye Aries presentation versus Summer Hikari died presentation, I think Summer Hikari died like absolutely washes Goodbye Aries. Okay, I don't think absolutely washes. I don't think absolutely washes, but like it's like the quality is something I really do not want to compare because I'm like a Fujimoto fighter and everything. But yeah,
Foo Fighters.
Goodbye Aries. But Goodbye Aries shouldn't win over Summer Hikaru Died because firstly, I think it's a far better story. I think what it's handling is like way better than what Goodbye Aries was doing, and like presentation wise, is also better than Goodbye Aries. So I really don't see like in what world where Goodbye Aries should win over like the Summer Hikaru Died.
Mhm.
Even though
Why is
like
he
yeah,
even
we
in
all
here
love.
though?
Sorry.
I said, why is Goodbye Eri even on the tournament? Honestly.
Because a lot of Fujimoto tax, to
No,
be
it was a
honest.
judge. It was a judge pick. It was Lennon's pick.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
it's
Oh,
like-
okay. Yo, my bad.
somebody explain yourself.
So,
Asked
so,
right now.
so everything I'm getting from here is
Sorry, Lennon.
so everything I'm getting from this is Summer of Hikaru is hydrogen bomb and Goodbye Eri is coughing baby, correct?
Yeah, basically. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say. It's
I'm going to be very,
6
going
to
to be very
1.
honest.
6 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, let's talk about them.
I'm
Let's
going
talk
to
for a
be
little
brutally
bit.
honest. There's
Henry.
nothing. There's
Y'all
nothing.
mastered Goodbye
We
Eri.
read the
Let's
threads,
get
but
over
there's
with.
nothing to
We'll
say
say
about Goodbye
this.
Area.
My
Like-
dreads. Well, I wasn't. My vote was gonna be for the Summer.
Nigga, I'm messing with you.
Like,
Don't worry, I'm messing with you.
I think Goodbye Eri was fantastic. I love it for its own right. I think like again like a one shot versus like a long like a running manga, especially one of the magnitude like the Summer Hikaru died is like reached. It was a pretty crazy matchup when I saw it.
Yeah.
But
Y'all should have manipulated that one to
Wait,
change it.
but-
'cause
nah,
that's-
nah.
But to be honest,
No,
I
to
think
be
the
honest,
people, the
I still
Milan and
think-
rig it.
I
My
will
bad.
say,
there's nothing I've read.
V, I think it is. I think like it's top two. If between Goodbye Area and Drive, one shots for me. I think we talked about it in the chat. Like Drive was the other one shot that I really loved.
Yeah.
The reason I liked Goodbye Area so much is because like I think it touches on grief in a way that I've never seen before. Like, it's the uniqueness, and that's just a Fujimoto thing. It's like the uniqueness of how he approaches the topic and like grab people. And I just really love the overall message at the end of it. Just add a little pinch of
Well,
fantasy.
I just want to ask now, between Look Back or Goodbye Eri, which one do you guys like more?
Look back.
I'll look back.
Goodbye,
Look,
Airy. Goodbye, Airy.
Damn.
Yeah, I think
Where Hikaru died is how do I put this?
The way the summer
Just
Hikaru
saying,
died talks about grief is also really interesting, I think.
Mm,
Yeah, that's I agree.
Is,
Like the
is
way
it
that
horror?
yes, it's a horror. People call it a BL. It's not really a BL.
I mean,
I'll put it like
it has become pretty explicit in recent chapters that the boys had, something going on that they couldn't.
It
tell
is
anyone about.
explicit.
I
It is
think
explicit from the start. The problem is that it is not marketed as a BL.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
because the
that's what I was
characters
gonna
are
say.
gay doesn't mean it is a BL.
Exactly. That was what I was gonna get to. Like, I feel like just because all right, we have a character that was like they were in love, they were boys. Like, obviously they're LGBT. Doesn't necessarily mean it needs to BL tag. The same way, like
Yeah.
Akatsuki no Yona, it's like called a romance, but the romance is such a small like subplot of the story.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Oh man, you're gonna
it
set off
doesn't
that
really
shoujo
feel
drama
like that.
again. We're gonna have to start this drama all over again. We're gonna litigate yesterday's
again,
drama
I
on
to be
stream.
honest,
I think Summer Hikaru
no,
died.
sorry,
Is
I haven't really asked yet, but what makes a BL a BL? Like
Well, I
what
would
like
specifically
the boys
say
are in love.
I would specifically
Boys-
say boys love is like a type of like if it's written as boys love, I would say that the general focus of the story is around them being boys in love. Like
in love, yeah.
it literally just that. Whereas Hikaru died is about grief. It's about the weird cosmic horror going on. What the hell is going on this mountain that's making this shit happen? Like,
Yeah, it is focused on the mystery surrounding the town they lived in.
mhm.
That's basically what the story is about.
Yeah, the
It
fact
gravity
that they
falls
were
from
in
it.
love is secondary to the like
Exactly.
all those elements.
It's not like I want to hold out on a con so badly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not like
exactly.
it has its own thing going on, and I really, really love it. Those are my two favorite horror manga out right now, and they're just fantastic. So yeah, if does anyone have a vote for Goodbye Eri besides Lennon?
Coughing baby.
I already submitted it.
Coffee,
Okay.
baby. All right.
Coffee.
Oh man.
What's the
Oh,
next
I'm gonna fight here. I'm gonna
Oh.
fight here for my manga. I'm sorry.
Look, so
Because
my
I am
God.
sure almost no one knows what Namida to Serenade is about.
I love
I wrote it.
Namida so much because it is such a like how do I like you Tara's probably the better one to explain this one because the series is great. Like hands down.
It's a romance.
Exactly.
sci-fi
It's
aspect.
hands down one of the best reads I had this year. It was so easy to binge read. Like I finished it in one day. It is that great.
Me too.
Basically, you have this girl who is like from our time. She's from the present, 2020, 21. And she has like this color that her grandmother gave her. And somehow, when she was a kid, she traveled back in time, but she thought it was just a dream. Now she's a high schooler and she's like dozing off during class, and out of nowhere, she appears back in her dream in that like old a house from the Taisho era. I think it is the Taisho era. It's 1907. I think that was the Taisho era.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
So basically, she wakes up there
It's
and
it's
she meets
Taisho.
this really handsome guy, and I cannot explain you guys how much I love the characters. It's just like
Here's the
so.
fangirl.
She's so confused because imagine waking up like 100 years later and you're like before, and you're just like so confused. You don't know what to do, how to act, how to talk. You don't know anything. and you are like alone. You don't have your family, your friends. And then she like tries slowly to like getting used to how everything works in the Taisho era. She meets this girl that looks just like her, and I have so many theories, but I cannot say them because spoilers. Basically, she's just like getting help from all these people. She's getting help from the guy that she met when she was a little kid. She has help from the girl that looks exactly like her. She's basically just so I don't know. I
Something that I really like
yeah.
is how they portray loneliness in the like her missing like her missing back then while also being in love with someone from like the past while like missing the future, and that like how
The
that affects
journey.
her. Yeah, how that
By
affects
the
her.
way,
It's interesting.
don't forget my boy Kiku.
Yeah.
Best Carter, he's one of the coolest persons I have read this year. He's basically Keiko. He is a boy, the same age as our protagonist. He is 17 years old, if I don't recall wrong. And he works at this circus. Well, it's not really a circus, it's like a whole company on its own, but they do have like a business that is basically they get people like homeless people or people that they just need help somehow, and they make them work on this circus. And he basically, what was the word again, when you like uh, when you wear clothes from your opposite gender.
Oh, cross dressing.
I
Uh,
forgot the word.
Cross dressing.
Yeah, yeah, he exactly, he cross dress as a woman, and he does really, he he's so, how can I say that without sounding weird, but he's so on its own. He's really sensual, really captivating. He's beautiful, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
really
Kiku.
smart. He's really
Yeah,
smart too.
yeah, Kiku is someone that has a lot of charisma. I think he's the most charismatic character in the whole story because his mere presence, like on the pages, is like he draws you into the story compared to the other characters. Him and our time traveler guy. I've forgotten his name already. The time traveler guy with the big eyes. Him,
Taketora.
yeah, him. Him and Kiku, they have this presence that like draws you into the story, makes you more interested in like what's happening. Because on Carl's life, I was thinking on on Carl's life, I was struggling through this manga, and I was already thinking about giving up. And I was like, okay, anyway, it's one of those manga. I'll just leave it. I'll go and read it when I'm like in a better mood or something. But when like Tora, when he shows up, I'm already like captivated. And like when Kiku shows up too, I'm like, okay, no matter how low, how boring it can get, maybe like 5 chapters, 10 chapters of like boring stuff. I'll like, okay, I'll just stick to like see what's happening with like Kiku and Tora. So I think yeah, Kiku is like one of the most charismatic characters I've seen this year in manga.
The thing with Takatora and Kiku is that they keep the story going in the sense of the drama and the mystery. Because we
Yeah.
have Taketora, I don't want to say because spoilers again, but Taketora on its own has its own deal with the plot, and it's one of the like one of those persons that you don't know what he's gonna do next because you don't know what are his goals in the story yet.
Yeah.
Then you have
Wait.
Kiku that is involved in this whole drama with Takun, who is one of the main protagonists too, and you just don't know what is gonna happen next with this whole drama regarding the Amahiso circus and then the company of Takun's father.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's like how it is. Is anyone fending for a condition called love? Are we talking about
I
for
will, just for the purpose of the audience, throw in some stuff for a condition called love about why it's going this way. A condition called love is good, right? It's a very interesting sort of take on relationships, and especially relationships involving, insecure, anxious people, and how to sort of work with those relationships. The problem is that Namidame does what it's doing so much better. And I know I'm gonna have to go underground to hide from Manga Nostalgic on Twitter so that I don't get ripped apart by Colleen for talking badly about Condition Called Love. But Condition Called Love just isn't up to Namidame, just as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
Yeah, I haven't read
Okay, wait. Yo,
I haven't read
Yo, guys, I gotta go in like 5 minutes. So can we like do one bracket that like I can participate in, and then I can just leave and shit.
I hope.
I would
Okay,
I hope
so
Alright.
can we do Ranger Reject and make the Exorcist?
That's fine.
Does it go
No,
there? Yeah,
Let's
because
go.
that one's actually interesting. Yeah. Because the thing
I'm
is,
so happy Bonnie is leaving before
I
it starts
love
moving.
both of the concept and both of these mangas so fucking much. Like I was pretty much hooked from chapter 1 with both of these. So I'm really conflicted on it. But however, I do think one department that I don't think anyone's talked about is I talked to Martian about it briefly, but I fucking love Make the Exorcist art. Like seeing all the like crazy monster designs and shit. Usually I don't care for that stuff, but they're so fucking interesting and captivating to me and Make the Exorcist. Also, the power system and just abilities generally are so fucking cool. Like it just feels so Brawny core to me, like everything about it from just the general premise. You have this fucking priest, this young priest, who's like really angry and shit, who has to learn to fall in love with someone, and you combine that with the crazy over the top abilities. It's really one of my favorite things I've read this year, honestly, because I just love everything about it. And usually I felt like I was at a point where I don't care for battle shonens anymore, like I'm kind of tired of them. But shit like Make the Exorcist just reminds me that, why I love the genre so much, especially as they get more experimental with it, like implementing romance into it. I think it's just so fun, So I want to vote for Make the Exorcist, but Ranger Reject is also fucking great.
I think my votes between Ranger Reject and Make the Exorcist fall in love. I love both of this series, and if you know me, I think I really push both of them a lot. But if I really have to put a gun to my head, I have to go for Ranger Reject, because Ranger Reject this year had the Bylong exams and had the Spirited Away arc.
Fuck, that's a good point. It has the
I-
quantity.
like,
That's a good
all-
point.
Like the best parts of Ranger Reject for this year.
Yeah,
And,
that's a good
and
point.
like Make the Exorcist fall in love with you is like it's building up to something, yeah. But yeah, it's not going to match up to Ranger
Also,
Reject.
Ranger Reject has Suzuki. That's tough.
It's
You
not like-
make a good point. You make a good point. Now I'm re-questioning. Fuck.
Well, if you think
That's a
about it
good
like
point.
this, Ranger this year spanned from the early part of the Bylong exam, which was facing the cadet team part 6, up until we had the end of Bylong, which was obviously crazy. A dreamy school life, which was pretty much just great from start to finish, and then this recent arc. Oh my god,
It's gearing up. It's heating up, bro. Like, I was so pissed off when I got caught up because I was like, "Fuck!" Now I'm hooked right now. I want more.
I also think the bi-weekly schedule is hurting.
Yeah, for sure.
To be honest, even though, because we all understand like how we also have to like think about like, their health and everything. But let's be honest, anything outside the weekly schedule is bound to get hot if you're consuming it like back to back, unless you plan on finish. But because like imagine if Chainsaw Man Part 2 was a monthly manga.
Oh my
Imagine-
god, that would be terrible.
And the chapter you have for the month was this one that just came out recently. Wouldn't you feel like very, very dissatisfied?
10 pages, I would kill.
Yeah. Fuck. No, you're making a good point now, March. Now I think I want to vote for Ranger Reject, honestly. You guys made some good points.
Yeah, I think
Fuck.
schedule is 20 days.
The argument I'd probably make, because obviously I'm going to go side with Ranger here, is that this year Ranger has really grown into itself. And
Yeah, I agree.
especially, it's shown off the best parts of what makes this series great.
Yeah.
It's not just a Sentai series. It's built a world around itself. You know, the art has evolved.
Because actually, you're right. Because Exorcist Fall in Love, I was hooked by it from chapter 1.
Yeah.
Ranger Reject took a bit more to sell me, even though I loved the premise.
Mm.
But by the time I was caught up, I was like, "Fuck! I can't wait to see where this goes."
Exactly.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Ranger Reject. You're right. Yeah.
Where it's conflicting for me is like again like Bylong Exam is speaks for itself. I've never seen an arc like a arc this early in like a series like fucking escalate so many times.
Exactly. Exactly.
Escalating.
The progression of
kept escalating, and then at the same time, bruh, Make the Exorcist the Leviathan arc had me tearing.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
It had me so
man. Yeah, but
it's so good. I love the main characters for both series so much.
Yeah, same.
They're very off-type.
I like the Prius more.
Protagonists. They're very off-type. Like, I think that, like, in future, D might become one of my favorites, but he's not there yet. Negi's clearly working towards something that I think I'm going to love, but we're not there yet with D. He's still, you know, a character in progress. Whereas the father, as he is right now, I think is a very enjoyable character.
Yeah, exactly. You know, for how much I fuck with Ranger Reject, I don't think D is like one of my favorite things about it. I think it's like everything around him that I like a lot more at the moment. Now that you mentioned, like I love Green Ranger or like Suzuki or something.
Hisui, you know, Hisui
but
is the
D
best.
himself, I see the potential, but he hasn't tapped into it yet. Whereas the father, I like him a lot more right now. Yeah.
Like I know when D finds his final goal and he has like you know, worked through these moral dilemmas he has been going through since chapter fucking 1. When he finds himself, I know that shit is going to be amazing, and I will like
for sure.
throw objects around the room, like, fucking throw a chair and be like, "He fucking did it," you know. But like in comparison to that, you know, the father has started off very strongly, very relatable, you know, that like from chapter 1, you know, you're like, wow, this is a character that I can feel in my heart.
Line that, I agree so hard, especially with Dante, and you know, it throws you off. Like the first page, you flip the page and you see this priest Dante with the like hookers, and then you're like, what is going on? And then it's like,
I lost my goddamn mind seeing that. I was like, what is going on?
Exactly.
But then you see like why, and like that's what I love about the story. It constantly is like going against your expectations, and then like especially with the father, like he himself. I love how they don't make the church like it's the altruistic good. Church is fucked up.
Yeah.
Manga. And Dante being there and having that moment with him in the beginning is like what allows him to be who he is later on in the series, and he just has so many great lines. Like one that made me love him like automatically is when it's the Leviathan chapters where they found the little girl, and the little girl, the Leviathan, is like telling a story, and then it sounds like she was assaulted, like, you know, and that's like she didn't know that she made it sound like that, but like he heard it, and then everyone was like suspicious of her, and he's like, we must what did he say?
He said something about we should never blame the victims.
Yeah.
The victim, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Also, even and you can see that from like early on in the story, bro, because the first chapter, like you see him get abused, and I was like, oh, is the story not gonna mention how messed up this is? I was worried it wouldn't. And like right away, they're like, bro, you were abused. Like that's messed up. So I was
exactly, especially when Dante was like, bro, it's okay to like do things. Like it's okay.
To have fun and shit, bro. Like
I love that about the story.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, I feel like
also it gave me one of the funniest panels I've ever seen. When who was it? It was
the Greek guy.
Yeah, green.
Oh my god, that whole fight was
He like you might be an
hilarious.
object.
That whole fight was hilarious. Oh my god.
Especially the ending. The ending of the fight with him just being like, "No, come on, we
You know,
can't."
that my first exposure to the manga was Cal sending that panel and saying, "Oh my god, this is Brownie Core." That was literally, and sure enough, I ended up loving it. I'm like, "Oh my god, he was right." uh, but yeah,
My vote is going to Ranger Reject simply because like of the recent chapters. Oh my god, bro! Green is Chidori is my favorite. I think he's my favorite
same.
character.
Yeah, he's top
And
2 for me. It's him and Suzuki. It's him and Suzuki for me.
I'm so excited. I'm so in love with like how much tension story has. Make the
Yeah,
Exorcist Fall in Love is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Anyone that's watching this or watches this in the future, please read
peep
this
both,
manga.
bro. Peep both.
Only reason I'm going to give this to Ranger Reject is that it has more backlog.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
gives more ground for where it is right now.
Agreed.
They're both fantastic. My vote goes to Ranger Reject.
I think this like so far since we started, this is like our best matchup, and I think this is like the one
Mhm.
thing where it's very hard for me. Like right now, I think like as we end this now, I'll probably like be regretting like, okay, why didn't I vote for Make the Exorcist Fall in Love? Because it's like because it goes both ways for me, and I'm being forced to like pick one, and that's why I'm picking Ranger Reject. So please, and please read both of these series. They're
Mhm.
actually
Who
very
votes
good.
for Meek the Exorcist?
Any votes?
Also, yeah, I gotta go. But one last thing, no matter what, fuck Sakamoto days. You and I are polar opposites. Put a vote for me, like unironically. Put a vote for me there, bro. Cause fuck Sakamoto days. You and I are
Go!
polar opposites. It's cute as fuck. It's like ADHD versus autism. The manga. It's adorable. Read that shit, bro.
On God!
Seriously.
All
It's
right,
a
all
vote.
right, all right,
But
Brian.
Y'all take care. Y'all take care.
See ya.
you want to
Take care, Brownie. We gonna miss you.
Oh my
All right,
god,
boys,
what
it's
a way to
7-0.
leave. So no votes
7-0.
for Make the Exorcist.
Okay, I guess there's no
Sadly,
votes.
no.
Okay, yeah.
I
all
vote for Make the Exorcist.
right.
Oh, okay. Let me change that.
No, it's
Thank you
okay.
for
I
that.
knew Ranger was gonna win anyways.
I know, but you know, let's just give you that vote to see that there's one soldier. You know.
What's the next
So
chapter?
yeah. Okay, we could go back to Insomniacs, or we could finish the Ranger Reject bracket. It's your choice. Like
I want to do the but let's finish that bracket first. Let's do the Insomniacs
this one. Oh, okay, this one. Let's go.
Alive now.
because this is a tough choice.
Oh fuck.
But to be honest, I've only read Ikoko Nikki, so I really don't know. I don't think I have much to say here. But like Insomniacs is like something that I really
Everything.
love.
This
But I
is the
can't.
one I was scared of the most.
I've only
Insomniacs-
read Insomniacs as well.
So I've read both, and Insomniacs is breaking my heart right now. But so is Ikoku Nikki, and Ikoku Nikki's always breaking my heart. Let's be real.
Ikoko Nikki is like absolutely lovely. I to be honest, like Insomniacs has to be like the best thing I've ever read for me to like actually put it over Ikoko Nikki at the moment. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting.
I feel like Insomniacs. I think Ikoku Nikki. Oh my god. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like Insomniacs right now. I can't. Okay, so I've been talking about this in a lot of places, but I am terrified of the current direction
Yes.
of Insomniacs. There's something
No.
bad on the horizon
No.
in Insomniacs. Everything says
The ending
something
is going to-
really bad is coming.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I feel like I'm in
It's-
Your Lie in April again. Like
Bro, the ending is gonna.
Oh, it is
fucking
bad.
Kill me. Oh my god.
I'm
And
scared.
you know,
so
it's
scared.
been the way that they're foreshadowing it. Like I was reading it again, like for this, and there's a chapter where I'm not gonna say the characters' names for whoever, but he's having this like vision of the future with her, but he looks older, and like he has this camera. He looks older. She looks the same. I was like, wait.
I think I'll be leaving
Yeah.
here. I don't.
Like, no, bro. As soon as I saw that, I my heart like dropped into my stomach. I was like, bro, I don't know. I don't know about this. So yeah, who just left? Was that Marco?
I think it was 2, 4, 6. No, it was just one of the. I think the observers left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
was it? Wait,
Insomniac is going to probably end the better
Not-
of the two.
yeah.
But right now, we're talking chapters that came out this year.
Yeah. 50
Ikoku
chapters this
Nikki.
year.
Ikoku
Well,
Nikki.
my vote goes to Ikukuniki.
Yeah, look,
Same.
as like I know that Insomniacs when it ends will probably like with the way it's going will probably be considered a classic, right? It's probably going to
Yeah.
land the ending. However, as it is right now, it is great and I love it. I sincerely do. But Ikoku is just on such a tear
Right.
this year. Like,
Uh,
oh, that's who dropped. Martian dropped. That's what happened. Is
who votes for Ikoku?
so
I vote for
yeah.
Ikoku.
Okay,
Yeah,
everybody
me too.
votes for Ikoku. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. 6 votes, bro. Okay. And there's 6 people voting now since Brownie left,
Oh,
right? Or Martian.
Martian left because we were talking about Insomniacs, and I think he doesn't want to be spoiled. I'll
Okay.
just
Tell him
message
to
him.
come back, yeah.
I'll
Should
tell him
we
to come
add him
back,
that he
yeah.
can come back?
Yeah, I told him
Okay,
to
yeah.
come back. Yeah.
Honestly, I heard everything you guys were saying, even though I didn't read it, and like I heard nothing at the same time. Like I don't know.
love this.
Brain empty.
Yeah, man, thank you, bro. I like
Alright.
genuinely speaking, like I made sure to watch a video so like I could kind of like take out the noise. I just heard something bad's about to happen in Insomniacs, bro.
Yeah.
That's nice to
I
hear.
love this series. I'm terrified.
What is Ikoku Niki? Were you guys talking about it
I
or?
can say it
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
guys want.
Yeah, take the lead on this one.
So basically, I'm really glad I finished my year reading this manga because for me it is so personal and reads like a diary. I know
Yeah.
that some of you guys say that it pains you and hurts you, but for me it was really a comforting read because I was able to relate a lot to the character of Makio. She was just so relatable for me. The way she is like she doesn't feel really lonely when she's all alone. The way she's like battling with depression, but also is able to numb that feeling of being depressed, being suffocated and sad, and how she the just the way she acts and is so straightforward with her own needs all the time. And then you have Asa, which is the main character. She is battling with losing her parents, not knowing if they really loved her or not. Being lost as a high schooler because she doesn't know what she wants to be, what she wants to study in the future, or what she wants to do later with her life. Then you have all the other characters. The cast itself, it's great. The story focuses a lot on the relationship between each character and how every relationship is break down and also resemble and also flourishing with each chapter. Then I don't know what else to say, but basically when you have this story that focus just every character. It doesn't matter if it is a side character or a background character or the main character is themselves. They focus on each one for each volume and gives you a better look at the life of them, but also at the life of the people that surround them in their daily life. And it is comforting in that sense because you can relate to their problems, or maybe you can start understanding someone that is close to you in your life that is going through the same problems that they are dealing with. And it gave me a lot of time to be able to reflect on my own life. That's all.
Yeah, nice.
No, that
I think
was
that's
was
a really
great.
good summary of Ikoku. I think is that like it taps into the fact that like not everyone reacts the same. I think is one of the really good themes in it. Like very early on with like even like the early chapters with having it be like, yeah, I'm at a wake and I'm going to talk shit on your dead mother who we just had a funeral for, but I care about you and that's what matters. And I know that you're going through it and I'm not going to let you go through it alone. And just that consistent running theme, you know, of caring about people even though their circumstances are different to yours is great, right?
Oh my god, that's my favorite part about this. There's a scene, not even just a scene. There's so many moments in the manga where it's about like you don't have to sympathize, you just have to empathize sometimes. Like you don't have to like just listen. Like Makio and her like they have such different like they consume things so differently, but they're still there for each other in their own ways. And there's a lot of emotional intelligence in this manga.
Yeah.
There's just so much emotional intelligence.
It's
and
And it's
sorry, go on.
no, it's basically just to finish with what he was saying. It's the way that Magio is teaching Asa, her niece, that they are different people and that it is okay to feel things differently about like what is going on in your life, and it is okay to not even care about what is happening with some things in her own life. But as long as they have each other, they can just share what is happening and it's gonna be all right.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think it's really interesting because the Koku Niku is not the only manga I've read with this premise. You know, a family is wiped out and the daughter goes to live with an aunt, right? There's another, I think a shonen or a seinen series right now that's doing the same thing. And Ikoku Nikki does it so much better. Like I like that other series, but this one is just so much better, and it does unfortunately come out over Insomniacs for me. So yeah, definitely Ikoku.
Yeah, my vote is to Ikoku as well. Zach, what is the next?
Okay, so it's six zip, right?
Yep, 6-zip.
Is Ikoku Niki? What do they call it again? Josai?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm scared.
Okay, what is the next
man,
one?
it's okay. So A Bride Story and My Love Mix Up. We could do that.
Oh man. Fuck. Extreme comedy versus very serious historical period piece. Oh boy.
Quite the matchup.
Like, go crazy.
It is a really unfair. This is really unfair.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like how are you feeling at the day?
Yeah. Look, I'm always gonna side with A Bride's Story. A Bride's Story is beautiful. It tells such deep and profound stories in such a difficult time period to tell romance stories in, you know, with arranged marriages and tales of women's autonomy and the like. And My Love Mix-Up is a hilarious rom-com that makes me cry laughing every time I read it. And I love it, but it just can't keep up with that.
It can't compare it.
Yeah.
The realest love triangle ever.
The realest love triangle ever. The bisexual love triangle. After too many people shitposted about love triangles needing to be resolved by bisexuality more, and the authors took
and it actually happened.
and the funniest thing about the love triangle it is that it wasn't even a love triangle to begin with.
No, everyone was looking in different directions to begin with.
The fucking misunderstanding.
That manga is so fucking funny.
I'm so sad it's over. I'll be so over the moon to read the final volumes, but it was beautiful. It's been a lot of fun, but yeah, it just doesn't have the meat on the bone that like A Bride's Story does.
Agreed.
Okay.
And something that I really want to praise to the mangaka of A Bride's Story is that she knows what she's writing about. She is actually researching about the culture that she is writing about.
And there's a lot of passion.
Yes, because I have seen a lot of mangas that have been based on different cultures outside of Japan, and they don't do the same as she's doing with A Bride's Story.
Yeah. It always makes the difference, right, with these historical pieces that are set outside of Japan. Like the reason that things like Vinland Saga or A Bride Story stand out is because the authors have put so much painstaking research into them to make sure that they are accurate to the cultures.
You can see that they're actually doing this out of passion and love.
Yeah.
Mm. And the characters are so beautiful as well, and the different stories. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even have a favorite couple in this story about like 6 or 7 different ones.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Same.
Big sip.
All right. Yeah, that's a sweep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
These kids got
Sakamoto
sweep so far,
Days.
man. It's crazy.
Yes.
Sakamoto Days, we need to automatically count one vote in. You and
Okay.
I are a polar opposites
Yeah, one
immediately.
for
I
For,
love
for Martian.
both of
It's for
them.
Martian.
I love
Oh,
For
both,
Bron.
but I have been a longest fan for Sakamoto Days, so I'm voting for Sakamoto.
Yeah, my vote is for Sakamoto too. I can
my vote
even,
is for You and I Are Polar Opposites. Those are my
there's no way.
kids. Those
There's
are
no,
I fucking
We know.
bro.
there's no way. Go to hell.
Those are my kids. I'm sorry. My vote goes for You and I. Zach.
My
it's
vote also
3-2.
goes to you and I.
Oh, 3-2.
Well,
Oh no, I'm
well,
gonna.
3-2 for what? For Sakamoto Days?
No,
Yes,
the other way
that's good.
around. Other way around, isn't it?
Oh,
3 votes
oh,
for polar
Yeah.
opposites. Yeah.
oh, this is crazy. What?
Oh god, this is difficult. This is really, really difficult. Sakamoto Days has really come into its own this year. Like looking at this year's chapters, Sakamoto Days has really become a sort of tour de force in that sense. You and I Are Polar Opposites, I think, is super cute and it's very funny. Oh man, am I gonna make this a tie break?
The way it is for me is like I love Sakamoto Days whenever the order is the focus. When they're not the focus, I can like I'm not as nearly attached. And like that's kind of my main thing. Where with You and I Are Polar Opposites, when
Yeah, to
we're
be honest.
with any character, I'm like intrigued. Like we've been following Tyra a lot recently. Even when we're not following the main couple, like the side couples are just as fun, just as
I've really been liking that side couple action in You and I Are Polar Opposites. I've got to say, because it's really interesting because we've been doing the same thing in Skip and Loafer that we have in You and I Are Polar Opposites, right? With the looking at the side couples, especially looking at the dudes who are sort of on the outside of the friend group. You know, the ones who have friends outside of the core cast.
Yep.
And I really like what You and I Are Polar Opposites has been doing. You know, they've taken this character who's this unrelenting, sort of apathetic dude who doesn't believe in anything and having him slowly warm up.
Yeah.
And that's
especially
really...
like the character that he is warming up the most to as well. Like I that was pretty smart of the author. I feel like they're really pushing for the name of the manga with all the couples.
They're like, yeah, they really want to like have like bright and happy with like depressed maniac. Like, like this dude is just shit talking people inward all the time. He just inwardly shit talks every member of the cast. He is like a dick, but seeing him slowly, you know, become more open to these people and you realizing that maybe his like apathetic view of the world isn't correct has been really nice. I just need a bit more from this series. It's got legs, but it's not running for me yet, right? So I'm going to make this a tie and say my vote goes to Sakamoto Days.
Ooh, we got a tie.
Tiebreaker.
Lennon, it's your vote. Where is he?
No, there's no way. Why are we giving it to Lenny?
Because he's the 7th vote.
There's no way.
Lennon, unmute. Lennon, we're on.
Oh god, there's no way. There's no.
Bro, where is he?
Where is Lennon? That's a good point.
Do we do a coin flip?
He's here, but he's muted.
Do we coin flip this?
Yeah, I think that might be the way to go if Lennon's not around at the moment.
He's in the VC. He's just not talking. Zach, have you read both of these?
I was told to stay away from Sakamoto Days, bro.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and
The
time has
slander.
been money. No, like time has been money to me. So like if I was told to stay away, I don't want to like read a series and be like, damn, like my time has been wasted,
Yeah.
And what's the other series?
You and I are polar
You and I are
opposites.
pro.
Oh, I have this on my list actually.
Let's just come back. Let's come back to this when he comes back online. We'll ask him.
Yep, we'll return to this one. We'll leave it as 3-3 for now.
Yeah.
What? Well, how did this win? Okay, it did it by itself. I'll change it later. Whatever.
We'll fix that later. Is that all of the brackets?
Yeah.
For this
Yeah, I
round?
think the
we're on
bracket's telling us
next
something.
round now.
All right, so we'll temporarily have that sit there, I guess, until we get the tie break.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like this is gonna be like a lot like more interesting to discuss. So I'll save these for last. Like let's start with the right this time. We did left.
Yeah.
Now let's do right. Which hat?
Oh god. Oh god. What is this matchup? Ugh.
I already know which one is gonna win, so I don't know what your guys.
I have no idea.
My vote is for the summer Hikaru died, personally.
Oh,
I fucking love
Let's
Witch Hat,
see.
but
yeah, I don't think Witch has like released enough chapters for me to put stuff out. Summer Hikaru died.
Okay, 2.
Yeah.
But
he had between both of them, he had my best chapter. But like consistency is like that same issue with Blue Period and Medalist.
yeah.
So I'll go for the Summer Hikaru died.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2.
That's 2, yeah.
Wait,
Lennon.
sorry.
Lennon, he's back.
Oh, okay, hold on, back out. Let's get back to that bracket real quick.
Polar opposites win?
No,
No,
we
you
need your
have to
vote for
vote.
the tie
We're
break.
waiting.
Oh, polar opposites, duh.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I won.
4-3,
We don't
so
have to
yeah.
change anything.
Yeah, we don't
Let's
have to change
go.
anything.
There's no
Change it to
way.
4-3,
Wait. Before we do this, screenshot the first round and I'll post the first round results.
Okay, yeah. Before we go any further, that's a good idea, yeah.
Man, fuck you, Len.
bracket vi är på andra nu.
Suck poo days.
I posted it to BC chat again.
Shut up, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helt okej.
I'm very glad that my manga won.
Glad that both
Yeah,
of
it's
my,
it's
all of my
losing next round,
series
bro.
made it to round 2, so I'm doing good.
What's your series?
So Ranger, Chihaya, and Medalist and Vale all made it to round 2, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Okay, so let me see my
They have tough rounds.
My only disappointment is that Shining X didn't made it,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
It was a tough. That was on a knife's edge too. Like, oh god, that was close. Even now, I'm like, should it have been Trojan X?
I think if this was like a favorite mangaka like bracket, like I think like Ishida would be up there, bro. Like he's just so funny, bro.
I still love him for the 2 days. Was it 1 day until the gorilla dies? Why did he write that?
Do you know he what's it called again? Do you know like he streams?
Does he?
Like he live streams.
I know Negi
yeah,
streams.
like
Obviously, I've watched.
Like I'm pretty sure he live streams art and like sometimes he live streams video games.
That's wild. I've never seen that. I should try and tune in once.
I seen like a clip of him streaming like a video game before, and I was like, damn, that's interesting to know. Plus, like Ishida is like the most neutral mangaka there is, bro. Like he's never beefing anybody. He's always showing a love, bro. Whether it's Tokyo Revengers, Isayama, like he's just always drawing art. Everybody eats with Ishida, bro.
Yeah.
So I respect it.
All right, let's do it. Summer Hikaru died.
Okay. Before we get on that, what happened to Kaguya-sama? Didn't that end this year?
Shut up.
Kaguya, no one cares. It was on a bad run this year.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
I hate you, that guy.
Okay, so far we had 2 votes for Summer Hikaru died.
Yeah. All right, so let's back to Summer Hikaru died.
I also want to vote for a Summer of Hikaru died.
3 votes right there.
Look, I love Witch Hat and I defend it all the time, but I have not read a manga repeatedly like the way I have Hikaru died since Medalist. And Hikaru just continues to, like, every detail on a page I find myself looking at, the way that like backgrounds are drawn, the way that sound is used deafeningly over people's speech bubbles, you know, the way characters talk to each other. It's Hikaru. It's got to be Hikaru.
Four. I think it's a sweep, honestly. Like Hikaru won either way. But anybody want to defend which hat?
Nah.
That is so
No.
sad.
I mean,
that is so sad.
okay.
Sweep.
So I love Richard Atelier, and I'm gonna vote for them because I wouldn't be able to continue reading that manga, seeing my sweet children's faces that I've disappointed. But you're all right. The Summer Hikaru died is technically way better made.
Real.
No,
That's
respect, bro.
real.
Voted for the vibes. You know, it's preference. You know, it's not objective.
Yep. All right, Hikaru goes to the next round.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh god, damn. Oh no.
What's the matchup?
Now this
shit.
one is hard.
Namidame.
This one is hard
Ikoku.
Oh,
because
It's Ikoku.
I love
It's
both
Ikoku.
of them.
It's
I got
Ikoku for
Ikoku.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Ikokuniki for me. Ikokuniki clears.
Like
Wipes.
Namidame is great. I love
The-
it. But and it's beautiful, but Ikoku Niki's themes and writing is just that little bit better. It's what puts it the step above.
I don't even have to
Honestly,
give it better. I have it like way better than Namidami. Ikoku for me.
That's 3 Ikoku.
Yeah, I think that's 3.
okay,
Ikoku.
I'm voting 2 for Ikoku just because I relate to it so much.
I see. Okay, 4
I
Ikoku.
feel-
Any
yeah, I
last
relate.
3 votes?
We all go in.
Me too, Ikoku.
Okay, Ikoku sweep.
Okay, damn, that's hurting, bro. But I have a question. All right.
But I still love Namida.
Actually, no, never mind.
Yeah,
That's
I
that's
still
good.
love both.
Yeah, Namida is cute. Well, yeah, it's against Ikoku. Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
Her bride story. I'm
Bride
sorry.
Story. It's Bride Story. I
Alright.
love you, Ranger. I love you so much, but you don't have.
Anybody trying to offend?
I have a
Again,
bride
I don't
story.
think
Bama.
there's a need for comparison here.
I got a Ranger reject because like
Oh,
because of the bride story chat. There's only been like 4 chapters that came out this year, right? Like 5.
Well, for Bride Story, yeah, I think it's 5 chapters
Yeah.
this year.
Only been 5, and like Ranger Reject has had like 2 of my
50.
favorite arcs.
I go for Ranger Reject.
I have Ranger Reject.
okay. So 2, 3.
2, 3.
Yeah.
All right. Other voters.
I don't know why. Like this, like Ranger Rejects just reminds me to play the Power Rangers fighting game. Like I don't know why, bro. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I have that game. Let me play it.
Lennon.
Wait, what's the matchup? My bad.
Ranger
Reject
and a Bride Story.
Ranger Reject.
Oh God.
Wow. 3, 3.
It's tied.
Oh, it's tied.
Again.
What will be the?
Wait, we don't have a tiebreaker this time, do we?
Do we one?
No,
two,
we gotta get Bronny back. Oh wait, no, we could. We could say Bronny gave it.
Zach, have you read either of these?
I did not read a Ranger Reject. I read a few chapters of Bride's Story, but not the 2022 ones.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god.
All right, that's it. We're getting the.
But I got an idea. I got an idea. Don't worry. I got an idea. Look at this, bro. So I'll do this heads or tails, right?
Yep. Nice.
Bro.
When I click enter, okay, heads is gonna be Bride's Story, tails is gonna be Ranger Reject, right?
Okey doke.
When I press enter, whatever it lands on, bro.
Okay.
All right. Flipping right now, bro.
Oh God.
Heads, bro. Ranger.
Ranger goes through.
Now we can,
Fuck.
All right, let's do it.
No.
unless you could text Martian and tell him what do you think should go.
He already voted.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking about Bronny. My bad.
Yeah, Bronny. Yeah.
Oh wait, Ranger Reject won.
Well, it won the
Yeah.
coin flip.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. What's the next matchup?
Dan to Dan.
And
Dan
also,
and
no,
you and
before
I are
we
polar
hold up,
opposites.
before
You
we
and I
get
are
started,
polar
also,
opposites.
I don't think it's a Mickey Mouse win, even though I haven't read it. I don't think it's a Mickey Mouse win because it's like Bride's story only has 4 chapters.
Yeah.
You know, were those 4 chapters really better than anything Ranger Reject dropped? I never read both, but I
To be
doubt it. You
fair,
know,
they're
They
pretty
were
equal.
good. They were really good chapters this year.
They were fantastic chapters.
Maury really killed it this year.
It's just, man, if I got more chapters this year, like we got like 10, because it's monthly, we got like 10, not 5. I would have went with a Bride story, but we only got like 5 this year. I know, yeah, and I really love that exam arc so much. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
My vote
Ah,
goes to you and I are pro opposites. I'm
My
sorry.
vote goes to Don.
oh man.
Bye.
Dan and polar opposites. Dan and polar opposites.
I'm going for Joanna and our polar opposites.
Come on, someone be the tiebreaker. Someone be the tiebreaker.
I love Dan, but the way you and I are polar opposites makes me smile every chapter. Yeah, I gotta give my vote to them.
This is gonna sound insane, but Dan I feel falls into style over substance sometimes more than not.
Yeah,
And why polar opposites has like an inarguably worse art style. Like that art style, basic as hell. But I love that series, and this year has been such a great year for polar opposites. Like for a bi-weekly series, I got to give it the vote. It's 3 from me.
but Evil Eye was this year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the. I think that's like one of the. You said something about like Dan, like going for style over substance. I think like that's one of the arcs that like focus more on like substance over style. Like I think everything surrounding the Evil Eye and like Gigi and like the whole dynamic. I think it has been a good year for Dan. I don't think it's actually my favorite years, but it's been really strong. So I don't know. I don't think I can give it to you and I are polar opposites because I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you. Like I think I also value like in matchups like this where like both series are really good. I think what really makes me choose is like the way like how ambitious the series is, and I think like Dan has been doing more to keep me interested than you and I are polar opposites, especially like with the current chapters, like the recent chapters that have been going on. So yeah, I don't know. I have to go for Dan, even if I'm the only one.
Okay.
3, 2.
Is there anyone else that hasn't voted?
It's really hard, but my vote is also going to polar opposites. Terra kind of,
For fuck's sake.
yeah,
Hey!
you're right.
All right. So
Alright.
what is
Sorry,
it now?
Dan.
What's the next one?
Is there one more vote?
No, that's it.
That's it. Yeah, 6.
Okay.
6 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is turning out crazy. All right, jumping across
Okay,
to
now we're
Chainsaw
going.
Man, Call of the Night. It's time. It has to be said. It's time to happen. We need to talk about Chainsaw Man Part 2.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay, first, I just want to say my vote goes for Call of the Night before we even start talking about like Chainsaw Man parts.
Okay,
Let's just
Before we
count that
start,
one.
let's finish this bracket. Yeah, like who do you guys vote for? Because this is an interesting discussion.
I'm
No,
voting
no,
for
we have
Call
to-
of the Night. There's no competition here. Chainsaw Man just hasn't been up to what I expect from
Okay.
Fujimoto.
That's one vote for Call. That's 2 votes
I go
actually for Call of the Night.
It's two. That's 2 votes.
I'm going with Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
I'll always
That's-
be loyal to the end.
Alright, bro. You become a Makima lapdog. You know it's okay, but we could go on. Okay, that's 3 votes. Who else? Who else did a vote? There's 3 more.
It's 3 more votes to go,
Um,
and then we can talk about Chainsaw Man.
I'm going for Chainsaw Man too.
I'm
Oh.
going with
Ooh.
Chainsaw Man too.
Oh.
No, we will be here. We'll be watching. Don't worry.
Just Cal is the tiebreaker, bro.
we'll be
Cal,
watching.
it's coming down to you, buddy.
No fucking
Come
way.
on, Cal. Come on,
No
Cal.
way.
You know which side is the right side of history. Come on now.
Oh,
Remember, if you vote for this and your Chainsaw Man hive sees this, you're getting unfollowed, bro. You know.
It'll beat my ass. No, but seriously, on the real, because I feel like discussion wise with the stories, Chainsaw Man Part 2 for me has been like the only section that I would say I've not liked is when Yoru was fighting Yuko, because like I don't think Fujimoto's great at drawing action, honestly. But like besides
Now that is
besides that,
that is a hot fucking take. Holy shit.
I don't think he's that great at drawing action.
Wait,
Personally.
repeat that. What?
I
How?
don't think Fujimoto's
How?
the best at drawing action. I think he's good at drawing aftermath of an
moments.
attack. He's good at drawing moments. Like he's good at drawing confrontations, but like I
Like
don't think he
choreography wise.
yeah, he knows how to choreograph like things that look cool, but I don't think he's good at showing motion like that when it comes to like fights. Like I think he uses a lot of speed lines and shit.
Okay, now that you explain your opinion, I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
The main
Because
thing
I
that comes to
actually
mind
I
is
do agree. Because I actually do agree with what you say. It's just that I didn't understand what you were saying at the beginning.
yeah, no
But
problem, no
actually,
problem.
I actually do agree. If you compare him with another Shonen Jump
Like
mangaka, like
Sakamoto
first,
days,
yeah, like from Sakamoto days, Suzuki is better than
much
Fujimoto in
better,
that
much
sense.
better.
Also, I've got to
And
say,
I think
I'm gonna say it.
Fujimoto, he makes up for this with his paneling. I think his paneling is
Yeah.
so fucking creative when he wants it to be. Like he, especially Bomb Girl arc. I think Bomb Girl and International Assassins, those 2 arcs, he really, really upped what he was willing to do with the layout of the page specifically. It's not really the action that's grabbing you. It's like how the way that he's angling it, I would say. But
Yeah, and if we are talking about part 2, because this is about the mangas of
yeah,
this year,
from this year.
for me, Fujimoto is the best when it is about like making an impactful image of the battle, like
I agree hard.
like a specific moments of the battle, they just stuck with you for a really long while.
Yeah, the only reason this is kind of hard for me to like which one to pick. My favorite chapter of the 2 is Denji's return. Like the 50 fucking page return of Denji with Asa's characterization about like always tripping and falling, and then Denji with the cat that looked like power and all that. Like I love that chapter so much. But then on the other hand, like CSM Part 2 is kind of like it's like a reboot right now. Like this feels like a clean reboot where we're starting from the beginning with a new cast, and he's using it kind of like on some Metal Gear Solid 2 type shit where we're kind of retracing the steps of the previous game, and we're seeing like a different perspective on it where the MC now is making the complete opposite decision as the previous MC. And that's why I like Asa so much. I think Asa as a character, like I really love her. On the flip side, Call of the Night has had this established, like, it's not like Chainsaw Man where it feels like a hard reboot. It's just building off on these things. And like, I don't even think, obviously, I've seen the leaks for the recent chapter, like, I'm completely ignoring what those are going to go, but I like where the direction's going. I'm rambling.
All
Fuck.
right. Before
Go
Cal
ahead,
places
V.
his vote, I'm gonna say it because I've not seen anyone comment on it online, and I've got to say it. I don't like Part 2's art style. I don't like the direction that Fujimoto has gone in with his art at all. I preferred Part 1. I think it looked better. I think that this one is even harder to follow at times. That it was the worst with the cockroach. I thought like when Cockroach Devil was it Cockroach Devil? Yeah, was back. I thought that like was very like just not up to what I expect of Fujimoto. Um, I feel like so far,
But by art style, you mean like the way he's drawing the characters, or in what sense?
what like how he draws people's faces now, how he draws like even just things like gore. The way he draws gore now has changed quite a bit, and I feel like it's not as I guess good, which is so weird to say about that subject. I don't know. I think I preferred part one's art style just a bit more. And
I think it's a lot more polished.
yeah.
Man,
Yes.
Which is
I
weird to say because obviously part one's art style varies between quite good and really stupid at times. And
I think part one is like my friend, someone that she doesn't use her main anymore, but I have her on my private. She kind of compared. She said like part one is like a Oh my god, I literally just lost train of thought. Wow. Wow, but she compared it to like part one was a specific type of horror film, and then part two was like a goofy, like a comedy horror.
yeah.
God. She said part one was a gothic horror and part two is like a comedy horror.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
it's like one is super grungy. Like part one feels like a punk album cover. Like if you were to describe the art style, it's like fucking a punk band, Dorohedoro influenced,
Yeah.
like super scratchy, super all over the place. Really just it has a lot of punch to it. Part two, I feel like he wants to the tone, I think the tone of the series has changed and he's kind of like staying in line with what the tone of part two has been so far, which is like more lighthearted and like more in line with his one shots.
Also, something I want to comment on,
Yeah.
based on the opinions of many people that I have seen, both negative and positive opinions on part two, is that we have to take into account that we had expectations for part two. We wanted to see a lot of things regarding Denji and his life without Aki in power as a high school student. Instead of that, we are introduced with a new character as the main character of the story for part two. So not everyone is taking that very kindly. And about what you say before, like it feeling like a reboot of part one, not everyone is happy with that, and I totally uh, respect that opinion. But for me, I actually am the type of person that enjoys reboots, like in the story, when you have different, like a different feeling and a different purpose for it. So I'm just trusting Fujimoto in this. That's why I voted for Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I
Cal?
think I need
Yeah,
to. I think I need
I
to talk.
agree.
Is it my vote for real? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Someone said my name. Who said my name?
me. You were the one
Yeah.
who were supposed. Also, now that you pointed it out, god damn, I'm worried now for Denji, especially after comparing it to Metal Gear Solid 2. Oh shit!
That's what it reminds me of, man. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Like
Um,
now that you put it that way, it reminds me a lot. Like Asa and Raiden do have similarities.
There's no way what. Okay, so I think I need to talk about like Chainsaw Man Part 2 versus Call of the Night.
Hold on, yeah, go ahead, Marsha.
Okay, God is watching all of us. Please, let's know. Let's all be honest. Let's split up Chainsaw Man Part 2 into segments. Let's talk about the intro. Let's say the intro is from Asa and Yuko. I'm sorry, Asa and Yoru to Denji's return. Then we have the Yuko school shooter arc. Then we have this current aquarium arc. Just look at those three now and compare it to the ending of Night School, Halloween, and this current Call of the Night arc. Please, how are they close? Like, I don't know, Chainsaw Man hasn't really done much, like said that, like feeling that okay, yeah, this is something that I can put over other series. Like for me, who's like this big Chainsaw Man fan, for to not even consider Chainsaw Man to even be one of my best series. I even considered Ranger Reject over Chainsaw Man shows you that Chainsaw Man hasn't done much this year. So I don't think Chainsaw Man should even like come close to winning this. To be very honest, so I don't know why Call of the Night is very
Yeah.
has disadvantage here.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
to be
when you
honest,
think about the
because-
ending of the Halloween arc, that was just heartbreaking, right? Like the
Like,
repeated.
Can you tell me anything? Like, it's not even a bit of like consistency and like, okay, this one has my favorite chapter, but this one has different like consistency. Look at Chainsaw Man and look at Call of the Night. They have both been dropping chapters, even though Fujimoto goes on bi-weekly sometimes. But please, look at Call of the Night. Look at like everything that happened with Uncle. Look at
Mhm.
everything that happened with Ko's mom. What else again? With like Kiku and everything. Then look at Chainsaw Man. I think the closest we've got to like something like exciting from the plot has been the Four Horsemen. And so far we've just been like with Fami and Yoru, and we've not like really gone too deep into it yet. So I don't think like Chainsaw Man deserves to even reach the finals here.
Mm.
That's just me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I just don't think Chainsaw Man has brought what we expect from that kind of writing to the table this year. Whereas Call of the Night has been,
Yeah.
apart from like Afa mentioned, the current arc has been a bit pacing weird and a bit, at times. Call of the Night has just, for all of its other stuff, has just been so good this year. Really
Yeah, I
bringing
think
it.
I understand what you mean, like the correct arc. Like I think somewhere around that, like the bar, like that new vampire, yeah. Yeah, I think Call of the Night lost a bit of steam around there, but like it's starting to pick up again with like Kiku and the rest. But I think like this latest chapter was kind of like lukewarm for me. But like even though Call of the Night versus Chainsaw Man isn't something that I see as a close competition between them. So I can't agree with the current votes. Or what's like we're all voting, so I think there's nothing I can say if Chainsaw Man wins, but it's something that I strongly disagree with, and I'm putting it on record now.
Yeah. Cal, we're relying on you here.
I think the best argument you made was if you split part 2 into 3 sections. I think it's been like what the equivalent of the. If I were to look up at Chainsaw Man up to Eternity Devil, where would I have it versus what was basically like Call of the Night Shibuya? I'm not stupid. I think Call of the Night has definitely had the better chapters this year, even though my love for one series like definitely is like a lot greater. If I look at just what came out this year, I have to concede it to Call of the Night, honestly. Zach. Zach.
Zach 3-3.
It's Call of the Night. It
Yep.
won.
So 3-3. All right.
Wait, I thought it was the tiebreaker.
Hold on. No,
Wasn't it 3-3?
No, we're at tiebreaker, so now it is 3-3.
I'll vote for Chainsaw Man.
Oh.
Wait, have you read both?
I watched Call of the Night.
That's
then
not
it-
the chapters this year.
That means
That's
you
not
didn't
the
see
chapters
that means you
this year.
didn't see the Halloween chapters. The Halloween arc.
Zach, those are not the
Oh.
chapters this year.
Is it another coin toss then?
Yes.
Bro,
Let's just do it to a
where's
coin
our brother Brownie when you need him?
Where
Oh,
is
man.
where's
I got a
Where's
better
Liz?
idea, bro.
I messaged her
Yeah.
and she didn't get back to me, unfortunately.
Heads for Chainsaw Man, tails for Call of the
Okay.
Night.
Here we go.
Let's see this. It's flipping. It's gonna be heads, bro. Trust.
No.
Oh, wow. So I guess nothing changed. Call of the Night won.
Yay! Wait, oh sorry, I got it right around the way. 3-4. Huh.
What?
Whew.
Actually, if Chainsaw Man was gonna win, I was gonna change my vote for Call of the Night. So even no, doesn't matter the outcome. It was gonna pass.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to wish
Chihaya Furo.
Yeah, your best the best argument was the comparison of like arcs. If I were to look at it like it was Eternity
Yeah.
Devil, that was a good point. If that keeping that in mind, I think the beginning of part 2 is better than the beginning of part 1 then for me.
Ooh, that's an interesting take.
Well, actually, I actually do agree with that take, but the reason for that is because the beginning of part 2 is like you already
Yeah.
have a stone where you step on.
That is true. That's a good
Pre-established
point.
road, like a pre-established road, as opposed to starting from scratch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely we compare first chapters, part 1's first chapter is definitely better, but
Oh, this matchup sucks.
I'm going with Freeman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chihaya.
I
sorry.
am going for Shihaya photo.
So that's what, 1 vote for each?
I'm gonna explain real quick why I'm going for Freeman before. So that is if I've read thousands of manga, this is gonna sound so weird. I think this is my favorite first chapter of like something I've read, and like this is so recent, and like the way that this story treats immortality. I have been waiting for a story that treats it like this, and what I mean by that is like the fleetingness of the moments with her. Like a chapter can go by like a year. Like a chapter can have like a bunch of moments and it will be like 6 months, blah 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 blah, right? But the entire series is through the lens of how she views time. And we're retracing her steps so that she can find her like to find that humanity that like she wants, that she felt like she missed out on, like that the little things that the hero would do for her that she never realized were what they meant or what they meant to her, and like those little seeds that he planted, and like we're seeing them sprout in real time. The recent arc of Free Ren was so good.
It was fantastic.
It was
like
so
it's
fucking good. Like,
from start to
bro.
finish too. Like often
I
a
was
lot of arcs
geeking.
sacrifice like early on they'll be a bit slow because they're putting the pieces into part, and you know when you reread them they're a lot better because of it. This arc from the start to the finish was so good.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. And this is not any discredit on Chihaya at fucking all. Like, trust me, Chihaya Furu has arcs just as, if not better, than the arc that came out this year. But I'm not picking any of the chapters that came out of Chihaya this year over Fruen's arc that just came out. I'm not. Personally, I'm not.
I'm going to vote for Chihaya because it stuck the landing. But that final ending to that final Karata game was so intense. Like, the intensity was just fantastic. The writing, the bringing everything together, everything we've learned in the last 15 fucking years of this
and
manga.
The finale was so satisfying.
It was.
I think my problem with the show, with the manga Chihaya Furu, isn't really the ending, because like you guys said, the ending was beautiful, but I disagree with one of the games being intense, and I think the Arata final match wasn't intense. The message was beautiful, but the game itself, I didn't really feel invested into it because at the start, I just knew Arata was gonna win, because throughout the series, there's this thing where like Arata just like he kind of has this thing where like he just wins every game, like most of his matches. Like the one time I remember him losing is to what's it called again, Chihaya in the school tournament.
And when he loses, it's usually off screen.
Yeah, so it's like I disagree with the point of like the final match with Arata being intense, but like the message that it was trying to like portray was beautiful. So I do agree on that sense. But me, I just have bias against Arata. So, like, again, I am coming from a very biased perspective,
This anti-Arata space.
No, I don't like Chihaya, too. There's I mean, I like Chihaya, but like my favorite characters in Chihaya Furu are what's his name again? Taichi and
Taichi.
Shinobu.
Man, Taichi's so
Shinobu.
good. Seeing the end to
Taichi.
Taichi's arc had me in tears. Like the final chapter, the way it played out. Oh my god, I was in tears. Bawled my eyes
Taichi,
out.
Shinobu, and Sudo. Is his name Sudo or Suo?
Suo, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. Those three are my favorites in the series by far. Like I just love them.
Yeah.
But is Chihaya Furu winning this or
So that's what, one vote for
it's
Freerin, two
two-
votes for
two-
Chihaya. What else have we got? Who's bringing in the votes for Freerin?
Me.
hey?
All right, Lennon's going in for Freerin, 2-2. Charlie.
Sorry. Yeah, it's really hard because I haven't read all of Chihaya Furu. Only the like first 70 chapters or so, which are really, really fucking good. But Freewing, I don't know, it has a special place in my heart because of it has just such a different nature than anything else I've read. All the characters are like stone-faced a little bit, but they are still portraying so many emotions, and like, of course, the time aspect that you mentioned earlier is also really interesting. So I think my vote has to go to Firun.
Okay,
We
3-2.
vote for Freerin.
Tiebreaker.
All right. Who hasn't voted?
I'll make
yet?
it a tie. I'll vote for Chihaya.
All right, that's 3-3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Well, there's still one more who hasn't voted.
Yeah, who hasn't voted? So Tara voted Chihaya, I voted Chihaya, and you voted Chihaya.
Martian. Oh, I didn't say anything because I haven't read Chihaya, but I'll vote for Freeran.
All right, Freeran it is.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Chihaya. I'm sorry.
I feel so bad for this.
Poor Chihaya.
Mm.
I love you. I'll
Just
always love you.
thinking back, I think the last two chapters of Chihaya are some of the best in the series, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like Freerin, I haven't read it, but would you say it had more like would you say its chapters were consistently better? Because like this year was just the final
So
game.
we
You know what
had-
I mean?
So we had the main arc for this year with Freeran, right? That went on for quite a while. But we also had the fillers this year, right? That was this year as well. I'm not wrong on that, am I? That was like a string of filler chapters that were basically copy and pasted plots.
Mm.
And that's simply why I can't bring myself. Like, I love Freeran, and as great as that arc was, when comparing it to, like, Chihaya was just wall to wall. And I know it's only 5 chapters, but 8 chapters, 5 chapters. Anyway,
Plus the extras.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to give it to Chihaya. Yeah. So yeah, Freeran, but
Did you know that
Freeran goes
Chihaya
to...
Furu? Did you know the author of Chihaya Furu got kind of like canceled, like in the mid 2000s for plagiarizing Inoue? That's a fun fact I did not know actually. Like she copied like panel for panel, like like this one basketball scene in one of her other mangaka, and like she kind of got canceled. She has one of the craziest comeback stories. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
The recovery is real. All right,
Literally.
it's time. It's time for Medalist and Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh man. Oh, never mind. Sorry, dear.
Oh boy.
I don't know. There's nothing I can see.
Well, this is so tough. This is so tough.
What is it this time?
Dungeon Meshi versus Medalist.
I can't vote. I haven't peeped either.
I'm throwing Medalist. That's mine.
Yeah.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah,
has
I've
been
only read
great.
Medalist.
Delicious
I'm
in
gonna
Dungeon has been
vote
great,
based on everything you guys have talked before. The medalist, just based on how you guys have been defending both of them.
That's
it's
fair.
tough. It's tough. Like Dungeon Meshi was great this year, but Medalist, man, Volume 3 and Volume 4 and 5. Oh, that was so good.
Okay, so 3 votes for the medalist, or
Is that what's that's I voted medalist, Tara voted medalist. Who else? Did anyone else voting medalist here?
Cal?
Cal?
He died.
I just realized I was muted. Oh my god.
Bruh.
Mm.
Oh my god. Huh. This is a funny matchup.
It is. It's a very genre weird matchup. Comedy fantasy versus comedy sports.
I'm only. I had to give it to Dungeon Meshi personally, just because of the recent like 2 chapters. Yeah, yeah, just because of the recent 2 chapters. Leois, he just can you guys hear that? That's a plane.
Yeah, we had that one go over. That was pretty funny. But go on.
Yeah, Leois, like, that's a spoiler. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna say this without. The final arc is really good. The final arc is fantastic. I'll put it like that. And it's been worth the build up. There's been so much build up, years and years and years of build up, and it's paying off right now. But yeah, my vote goes to Dungeon Meshi.
All right, so that's what 2 Dungeon Meshi.
Mine too.
2. Is that 3?
No, so it's 1 to 3 or 4 to 0?
Wait, hold on. So we've got Cal voted for Dungeon Meshi. Who else voted for Dungeon Meshi? Martian, was that you?
Charlie, it was Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So 2. All right.
I think that's good enough, honestly, because I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't read Dungeon Meshi, so I can't talk.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's end it like that. All right. Medalist goes through. Whew. Another round of
That-
manga.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Veil
Oh
versus
boy.
Cliffhanger.
Oh
Out
no.
of here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. What?
This is
What do you mean?
difficult.
I've read,
Hold up. Give me a second.
What do you mean
I
Veil
took a
versus
screenshot of this before, right?
Wait, what?
Okay, good. I said I took a screenshot of the second round before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Veil.
yeah, I go for Veil. I don't even want to argue it.
There is nothing in my spirit that will make me ever vote against Mitsumi. I have to vote for Mitsumi. I literally cannot not vote for Mitsumi.
I'm also gonna vote Skip to Loafer.
That's a fair agenda, Cal.
This is really hard, but I'm gonna choose Skip to Lover because the latest chapters have been so fucking good. When you have like the way Mitsumi, the way she reacted to like
Tashina.
like the relationship, the way it started and finished, I'm just like, it was so mature, like for her age.
She's literally just built different. Like I can't. That is my favorite main character like ever. I love her. I love her so much. Like, but the other thing on the other hand, like Beal. I think Beal has my favorite.
Beal.
It's Beal, yeah.
Veil's the right choice.
Oh boy. Veil on one hand had fantastic chapters. It had the bedroom chapter, it had the stars chapter, it had the ballroom. Oh my god, some of these chapters were just so fantastic. On the other hand, Skip to Loafer had the latter half of, was it the ending bit of the blonde, oh, fuck, I can never remember the characters' names in Skip to Loafer, but the blonde girl.
Which when her
what's her name?
You mean
Emma?
Mitsumi's friend?
Yeah, Mitsume's friend. Yuzuki. Yeah, Yuzuki's arc. We had the end of Yuzuki's arc, and then into this current one with Mitsumi and Shima,
And Shima.
and that has been really good, really well written, really upsetting, but great writing. Um, just it kills me to say this, but I'm gonna have to go Skipped and Loafer. It breaks my absolute heart, but Skip and Loafer's consistency was absolutely crazy.
Bro, is Vale really about to get voted out? What is going on?
I
Okay, how many votes for Skip the Loafer now?
This is crazy to think about.
But
No, I'm just
hold on,
like
hold on. I'm withdrawing my vote
compartmentalizing.
for Skip to Loafer. I just realized I'm putting it on Vale. Let's go tiebreaker again.
If I was able to like pick both of them, like 0.5 for both of them, I would do it because I love them both and they're so different from one another,
Yeah,
and I love them for different reasons.
they're very different stories, and they're
Yeah.
both doing very interesting, important things. I now that I think about it, I can't go that way with Skip and Loafer. I've got to go Vale. So that's what 3-3.
Yeah, I think it is 3-3.
What?
Okay. No, it's not. I don't think it is. Okay, so far, how many Skip the Loafers? Just say.
Hey, what's
Okay.
good?
Okay, let me go and let me check the Discord. Charlie votes for what?
Skip to Loafer. I can't say no to Mitsumi. And all the other
Okay.
characters are amazing too.
Cal?
He's the Skip and Loafer Hive leader. He can't vote against.
He did say he couldn't vote against Mitsumi.
You, Lennon?
Vale.
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 Ooh.
Okay.
You Martian Vale?
Yeah, Vale.
Oh man.
Terra was Loafer, right?
Yeah, Skip to Loafer.
And I changed my vote to Vale as well.
Oh my god, bro. Not this again, man.
So sad that Ronnie
I
had to
think that's
leave.
I think taking this to a coin toss is literally the only thing to do, because there's no way it can be either of these.
I know what you mean.
All right, take it to the.
Why is this so close, bro?
We have to spin a wheel or something.
Okay, hold up. I forgot. We're gonna flip it again. Tails
Okay.
is skipped a low. No, actually, that's not fair. Okay, we're gonna. No, okay. We'll just say Tails is Veil. I don't know. Like if I just flip it, like since Tails just hit right now, you know, like it might not hit it again. I don't know, bro. It's RNG at the end of the day, but like still, Veil and Skip the Loafer. Veil is Tails. Skip the Loafer is Heads.
Okay.
Okay.
Tails.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
go through.
Vale goes through.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck you, Martian!
Oh no! Look at the pair up that this makes. Look at the pair up that this makes, though.
I'm okay with either.
Oh,
God!
no.
Is
Oh.
it's between your favorite and everyone's favorite.
Oh, just
Okay, just
tearing the
before.
blood out of me here.
Yo, Cal.
We c-
You should
Yeah,
have
what's up?
you should have told me to read Skip to Loafer. You might have won. Instead, you told me to read Make the Exorcist Fall in Love.
Fuck you, man.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
It could have been the
It's the
time you
first.
could have put.
Is this
You could have
done?
pushed your
Are we
agenda.
Wait, is this done? Like
Yeah,
the
Vale
second
won.
round?
Yeah, the round is
Vale-
done. I
second
sent it
round's
to
done.
I sent
Take
it
a
to VZ.
screenshot.
I sent it to VZ Chow already.
This is so fucking depressing, man. Like,
How's the Ranger Reject making it this far? I'm surprised, bro.
It won the
Yeah,
coin
I'm
toss.
surprised
That's
too.
how.
Bro,
It won the
no,
coin
no.
toss. That's how.
Bro, it's like LeBron running through the East in like 2017, 18, bro. Like this is just like he has Mickey Mouse matchups, bro. Okay, we're gonna go here since we
Cool.
started here.
Yep.
Since we started here, we went there. We went here. Now we
Yep.
go back here. Okay,
Yeah.
I think so.
Wait,
Or was
hold
it
on.
here?
We started. First round was on the left. Second one was on the right. third one will be on the left. Yeah, so Call of the Night Frieren is our starting.
Okay, yeah.
Oh boy, Frieren.
I go for Call of the Night.
I loved Call of the Night this year, but that Frieren arc is even clearer of Halloween. I'm sorry, and the aftermath of that arc.
Yeah, for concerning El Dorado, I don't know, I think it was probably because of the releases, but yeah, I wasn't really too big on El Dorado like that. I was more like I think my favorite moments in that arc was, I think, was everything like having to do with like the flashbacks and the one conversation that Solitar and Matt they had. But like I think for the rest of it, like I don't know, like my mind wasn't really there.
Yeah.
Including the final fights with Solitar and Fear, and yeah. So I was following it for a while, but like I think it was around that time that the anime adaptation got announced. So yeah, my votes can't go for Free Run, even though I really love it. But yeah, Call of the Night. If I have to choose between Halloween and El Dorado, I'll go for Halloween like 9 times out of 10.
My vote goes. My vote goes to Free Run. It's my favorite.
This is revenge for Skip and Lofa. Don't worry.
No, she's just built different, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
All right, so 3 votes for Free Run, or is that 4?
Yeah, it's 4.
Yep. All right. Medalist Veil.
As far as Call of the Night beats X and Chainsaw Man, I'm fine.
Well,
I think I've already done my best.
Volume 2 and 3 of Veil came out this year, so I'm gonna have to give it to Veil.
No, I think all of Veil came out this year. Yeah.
All of Veil?
Hold on, let me
was
check.
Volume 1
I'll
though,
check.
not Volume 1.
I feel
think
like
all of Veil
Volume
came out
1 didn't come out this year. On translation.
I don't think so either. I remember.
Oh no!
I remember reading it.
No! It did. All of this has been translated in the last year by We Need More Yankees. They've done like the TSP translated Veil's first chapter like 2 years ago, but then We Need More Yankees came through and did the whole run. So yeah. I just realized one of the scan letters that follows me on Twitter. That's really funny.
Yeah. So all of Veil versus Medalist should be. I don't know. I think I'll go for Veil again.
Oh,
Me too.
How am I supposed to choose? All I do is talk about this series on Twitter. I'm gonna say Medalist.
Oh.
Valid.
You can go for another Veil.
I still got Veil, man. If every volume dropped this year, I'm gonna have to give it to Veil. Like
I'm gonna go in order right now. Charlie, what do you vote for?
Veil.
Okay. You, brother Cal.
Veil.
My brother Lennon.
He's definitely
for Veil. I'm also for Veil too.
Okay,
I vote for Veil too.
Oh, you guys are gonna make me betrayal mine? Okay, fine, fuck it. I'm going for Veil as well. 5-0. You're not gonna make me betray Veil like this.
At the very least, Medalist made it this far, which is great. Like Medalist made it pretty far.
Yeah, Call of the Night is all for me, but at least it took care of Children X and Chainsaw Man, and I'm very happy with that. I can take that one.
Wow.
I can take that one home.
Oh man.
Ikoku Neki.
Sama Hikaru died.
I go for Ikoku
I vote for Ikoku Neki.
Let's go in order. Charlie?
I got Ikoku Neki.
Charlie? What'd you say?
The Sama Hikaru died.
Okay. Cal says Ikoku no Niki. Lennon?
I gotta go with the thing that beat Goodbye Eri.
Okay, so this okay. Okay, Martian?
Yeah, Ikoku Niki.
I know what's gonna win. Tere.
Ikukuniki.
E. Damn. V.
Sama Hikaru died.
Are you serious, man? Like you could have just been like the real one and just said like, you know.
No, okay, hold on. Withdraw it. Let's think of it. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. Okay. The Sama Hikaru died new series.
First things first.
Had a great display from the start of releasing chapters to now. Been a great run. Ikoku Nikki has been dealing with deeper and harder themes. It's been going so well. The art is great. The Ikoku Nikki.
Okay, Kokuniki.
Yeah, change it to 2.
I definitely didn't peer pressure you into doing that.
No,
just letting you know.
it's the right it's the right choice.
Summer Hikaru, you had a great run, but it's now time to go to jail.
2 wipes and just got stomped out in the last.
Ooh,
Ranger.
Oh,
this is gonna be tight.
Ranger reject that. Ranger.
Okay.
I
So
haven't
Charlie
read
said
Ranger.
This one I don't
Okay,
mind
Cal?
polar opposites losing. So
Cal?
Ranger.
You and I are polar opposites. Just because I haven't read Ranger.
Okay, I got you. Cal?
I'm picking my kids, man. I'm sorry.
Okay. Lennon?
Ranger reject.
I don't mind either, so polar, I guess. That would be
Okay.
fun.
Oh no.
Martian said Ranger rejects.
He's Ranger
V, it's up
rejects.
to you again.
Let's just be going.
Wait, no, I said Ranger. Like 100%
Said
Ranger.
Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, so that. Okay, never mind.
Wait, how?
Wait,
What?
what is going on here?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Umami's trying to rig the polls.
All right, Amami, have you read either of these series?
No, but I read Quintessential Quintuplets, bro. Oh my god. You guys are doing me dirty, bro. You know, honestly, we'll come back to this bracket, bro. Can you guys like think about this? It's like a puzzle.
All right. Let's try and debate this out so we can. Let's try and not get this to a head or tail flip, because I don't think it's right to do a head or tail flip for this last at this point.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
No,
I think the first
seriously,
round is fine. First, second round, okay, it's
Okay.
Like, no, without doing the head or tail
I
thing,
actually argue about
let's
this
think
shit.
about like big long exams. And let's think about you and I are polar opposites. Would you pick the series that big long exams, or you and I are polar opposites?
Like, is you and I are polar opposites really? Like, I've read it, I love it, it's fun, but I just can't see it as a manga of the year, right?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's it. It's fun, but there's no one picking it over Ranger yet. I don't know how that's. So you belong exams and Spirited Away arc, then it will get like knocked out by you and I are polar opposites. How?
Yeah,
So,
like so that's my argument to the people who have
I don't
read
even
Ranger.
I don't even want to leave it up to like luck with the coin toss. Let's all talk about this now before we. I don't want to leave it up to luck before, because if you and I are polar opposites, actually makes it over like Ranger rejects.
It would hurt my soul. It would hurt my soul. All right, so who? Okay, we got to convince Cal, Tara, and Lennon to vote for Ranger Reject.
okay.
I don't
Tara
mind either.
did not
So.
read Ranger rejects, so we're not gonna include.
Okay.
You can skip me. You can
Yeah.
skip my
Yeah,
vote.
okay.
Oh, you
I don't
wanna
want
negate- you wanna
problems
negate-
here.
Lenny.
All right,
What's
Ranger
up?
rejects are talking
Lennon
about,
and Cal. It's you guys that have
Okay,
to make
hold
the
up. So
choice.
hold up. Okay,
Cal-
hold up.
Cal is
Charlie, what
progressive.
do you vote for?
He's not going to budge.
Also, you and I are all polar.
This is
Okay.
this is a good opponent for you and I in polar opposites to lose to. So
Cal?
Ranger reject can take it.
All right,
Cal?
there we go. There's the break.
Cal, what'd you say?
4-2.
Cal wants you and
4-2 in
I.
the end.
Okay, yeah. And Martian?
I'm pretty sure Ranger Rejects just won because Lennon switched his vote, bro.
Yeah, Martian?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Ranger rejects.
Okay, proper. Okay, then never mind. It's 4-2 then, I guess.
4-2.
Oh, thank God.
Why?
This is like the only Martian core manga left.
No, I
Oh, wait,
actually
no.
like Veil too. Veil and Fear.
Mm.
In fact,
Veil and
everything
Veil.
in all series.
Veil. Still gotta go with Veil.
Next screenshot is in the chat.
Yep. Cal, you've got your screenshot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got Freerin and Veil. Oh, which one do you want to start with?
I mean, Veil wins. I'm not gonna hold you.
Let's go Ranger Reject. We're trying to get this out of the series, you know. So let's
Koku
just.
Nikki versus Ranger
Ikoku Nikki.
Reject.
No one is voting for.
Ikoku.
Yeah,
Ranger Reject. Come on now.
Uh,
I did not vote for Ranger Reject just for it to lose. Come on now.
I vote for Koku
Everybody else
Nikki.
Ikoku no Niki.
Koku Nikki.
I got Ikoku Nikki.
Everybody else wants Ikoku Niki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Ikoku Nikki here.
damn, that's crazy. Honestly, Lennon, you should
I
have
am
voted for
so
you.
happy that it
you
made it
know?
to the finals.
Oh man, this is hurting my heart so much. I count
Oh, yeah.
That was the only.
6-0.
I
Yeah, I
am
was the only one for Veil.
dying.
Veil.
If we're including
Wheel
Veil,
here too.
I'm gonna.
I think Bale is like
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Veil.
Yeah, go for Veil.
My bad. My bad. You guys voted all for Veil or what? Hello?
Yeah, all for Veil.
Yeah.
Veil.
yeah,
Veil
Bale basically.
Veil sweet.
Veil.
No fucking way. Okay, wait. Let's take a break before we do the final. Let's talk about mangas. Like, chill for a sec.
Wait. Did Ranger Reject win or?
No,
Oh,
it
no,
lost.
it's
No,
a
it
sweep,
lost.
bro,
It
I'm
like
sorry.
immediately lost.
So the final
What?
the final was Ikoku Nikki versus Veil, bro.
Oh my god. I should
Okay.
have voted for polar opposites then.
I think I'm gonna vote for Ikoku, bro. Like
I'm gonna vote for Ikoku. It doesn't matter which one wins
Me
right
too.
now. I'm gonna vote for Ikoku.
You know what vibes this gives me? Have you ever read Welcome to the Ballroom? This gives me
Yeah.
Yes,
that vibes.
bro. Yes. That's why I fucking
know?
love it. That's why I started it. I like it. The art reminded me of it a little bit. But no, it's beautiful, Martian. You have to read it.
I
You know what
started
I
it because I saw the mangaka's Twitter page on my timeline, and I was so mesmerized by the artwork.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
so
gonna
are we
put
taking a break
brackets right
before the
now.
final stuff?
This is the final, man. I can't believe it.
Man, okay. All right, let's really talk this through because Veil is
Can you
great.
believe this has been 3 hours?
Yeah, Veil is great. We have done and seen amazing things with it. It's really showing us that romance manga don't need to be just about confessions and all of that, right? You know, it can be so much more.
What I like about Belle is the way that the characters tell they tell the story without even talking.
Yeah.
It's the way they hold hands, the way that they hold each other's like gazes, even though she cannot see, but just the way they look at each other or they touch each other. But I'm still voting for Ikoku Nikki, so
Bruh, no way did I. Wow. So Veil lost?
No, we haven't voted yet.
No, we have no one's voted yet. We're just discussing.
Nobody has
because-
even discussed. Okay, so
Wait, before we start talking about Ikoku Nikki, because I'm very sure all of us
Belle-
like binge. Yeah. So how
Belle
many? Let
is
me know the
beautiful.
Let me know the chapters that came out, because all of Veil came out this year.
Yeah.
So what chapter
Ikoku
did Ikoku
Nikki,
came
I
out?
can tell you. Hold on 2 seconds. I already had it open. Ikoku Nikki had everything from chapter 43 onwards came out this year.
Okay, what happened in chapter 14?
Oh, 42, because we're including December, so
42,
42 onwards.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. I'm coming.
3,
Uh,
4,
I vote for
5,
Wheel,
6, 7.
and I have to go now. So good luck. Both are amazing. I'm happy about
Charlie,
both
have a
releases.
great rest of your day, man. Thank you for everything. For real, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank
It was
you.
fun. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, so Charlie voted for Vale. Cal, what do you
Yeah.
vote for?
I'm not voting yet. Fuck you.
You know, nigga, you're voting it. Okay.
I voted
Well, I'll
for
come back to
Vale as
you.
well.
Okay, Len, how about you?
I
Vale
haven't.
as well.
Hold on.
Okay,
I don't want to vote
okay,
yet. I want
Marshall.
to look at the chapters that were released first before I
Mhm.
vote.
Okay,
Yeah,
Terry,
chapter
one.
42
Okay, Terry is
onwards, yeah.
Ikoku Nikki,
The Ikoku-Nikki.
Okay, so
Yeah, I voted for Ikoku Nikki.
and V.
wait. Hold on first.
Um,
Okay,
V,
chapter
Martian,
42.
and Cal right now.
No, there's no way I'm voting for Ikokuniki. Veil.
Go, Martian! Maybe
Yeah,
you're on
because I'm looking at
Certainty
chapter
after all
42.
with the Sakamoto Days vote.
You're looking at the chapters?
Yeah, I'm looking at the chapters right now. They don't stand up to Veil for me. In my honest
Yeah.
opinion.
I'm gonna go vote
Yeah.
for Vale as
I'm
well.
gonna have to go with Veil.
Give me a second.
Fuck! I'm gonna go with Veil.
Yep.
Hey.
What do you vote for?
Veil.
Ooh, Vale. So we got 4 Vale,
Yeah.
Yep.
1
4 Vale,
Ikoku Nikki.
1 Ikoku-Nikki.
That is crazy. One last vote, bro. V, what do you vote for?
Vale. I did. Yeah.
5-1, man. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, the comments that I'm getting about it's like very disappointing so far. Like people are like, so someone just commented, bruh, is this tournament of underrated manga? Because what the fuck? What?
I feel like we explained pretty clearly why certain series didn't win. I feel like the discussion
Yeah.
around like Chainsaw Man and Call of the Night, very clear. You
The
know,
reason
No,
why
I think
Jujutsu
anyone,
Kaisen didn't make it
anyone
round
still,
1 was
anyone
very
still,
clear.
anyone still asking about like Chainsaw Man is probably not following this stream because I think of all the series that like
we
we
gave
had
it a
matchups with,
good chance.
I
Like
think we actually like spend time on Chainsaw Man because we know the people who are like people like we know from Carl's like following, know the kind of people who are like following him. And we know that most of them will be Chainsaw Man or Shoujo fans. So that's why I took my time to talk about Chainsaw Man and why I think it's not going to win compared to other stuff. So, but and one feeling I have is like most people who are like, no way this series didn't make it, didn't read the other series that like won like over the one that lost. Like something like Chainsaw Man and Call of the Night. People who are calling Chainsaw Man probably did not read Call of the Night, and people who are like calling stuff like Witch Heart Atelier. What did Witch Heart Atelier lose to again?
Sami Hikaru died, which is a
I-
it was a tough matchup. Like that shit is
I-
hard to choose between.
And these people, they're also considering like the chapters they released this year, and they're probably looking at this series like as a whole. Because I think we've specified like this is not like judging as a whole. If we're judging as a whole, then I don't know, Chainsaw Man would have made it to the finals. But we're talking about what was released this year,
Yeah.
and let's be honest, Part 2 is not going up against Call of the Night. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I won't lie. Some of my series I've been reading, like monthly or like weekly, didn't kind of make it. For example, KOT didn't make it. It's surprising.
Yeah,
Before they even
one
remember
of my
before they even
favorites.
the way
talk,
that
I
the way that
watched
we did
Jujutsu
it
Kaisen
is that
now get
I'm sorry,
eliminated,
go ahead.
like without even saying anything. I watched Jujutsu Kaisen get eliminated because I already know like Jujutsu Kaisen stance, like the way Jujutsu Kaisen has been this year has been like the shakiest it has been since I started reading Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm.
So it's not judging like the whole series, but like what has been happening this year.
Like I think
Also-
we're pretty
Let's
clear
be
that we're
honest.
talking explicitly about this year in the releases, right? Veil
Mhm.
this year
So-
has been the most shockingly good series, and we can say that proudly, right? Each chapter
Yeah,
Hi guys.
has been
Hi.
great.
Hi Cal.
yeah. Hold on, Shaw. We're doing a stream real quick. Just come back
Yeah,
a
no.
little later.
Also about the shoujo being like eliminated from the round one. You guys gotta know that, for example, with Namida, Namidame, and A Condition Called Love, one is a josei and the other one is a shoujo. Both are for female demographics. Either way, female demographics are being counted in this competition, and that's the important thing.
Also, it's really
And
important to remember that this year, Kateri, the writer of Veil, explicitly said that Veil is not inspired by shonen in any way. It is it's not aimed at that demographic. It is outside of those
yes,
labels.
yeah, because a lot of people with Veil, they don't know if it is a seinen or if it is a josei. I think
Mhm.
the discussion it has always been between them. I personally think it is a josei,
Yeah.
personally, but I know people that think it is a seinen. Either way, it's okay because I don't really think the mangaka tries to put her manga in like under a demographic. It is just there.
I think
Yeah.
I think there's under like focusing like that comment about like underrated manga stuff. Like I think most people would be wondering why series like One Piece and Black Clover didn't make it. I think like was One Piece and Black Clover, was it like mentioned in the comments when we were asking for fan favorite series?
No, they weren't.
So if One Piece and Black Clover isn't here, that's on you people. And it's not
No,
on us
they
for
well, one person voted for Black Clover, and then like 4 people voted for One Piece, and just didn't make it. That's why.
yeah. So I don't know. That's how you guys didn't vote. Us judges, we have our own manga that we like, and it's no One Piece of Black Clover.
Yeah,
So sorry.
for reference, I had to like file down a list of about 12 manga to pick my judge's pick, which was Chihaya Huru, and I was gutted that it did dip out where it did, but it is what it is.
Yeah, not everyone only reads WSJ, so I don't know what they're talking about underrated manga. Please
I like
go outside
Witch.
WSJ.
Like I like Witch Hat and I love that series, but like Summer Hikaru Died this year was just fantastic. And I can safely say that each of these picks we did, I think we've made had a pretty good debate, pretty good discussion of why we've read these series, why we enjoy them. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's nothing like we didn't like really explain. So I think it's on you if you don't know any of these mangas. I mean, I don't know. You should go and
Use
check
this
them
as a
out
list.
yourself.
Yeah, use this as a starting point. Go read some of these series.
Yeah,
And you'll see what we're
yeah.
talking about and why it was so hard.
Expand outside Weekly Shonen Jump, please. It's not really,
Yeah, that's the
no,
important thing of this.
it's not only that we're going to be talking about. Please read more. I don't want to sound like I don't sound
Now
like
you
those read more manga people, but please read more from other magazines. It's no
You say that
wonder
like my
this is like
bio on Twitter isn't read more manga.
please like I know that like due to like mainstream conversations like it's going to be mostly focused on like that magazine, that whole jump. But please, the other manga outside there, and these are not like underrated series. These are like series that like make a lot of noise. Maybe in your circle of WSG people, if you don't know it yet. But like, yeah, please read more manga.
Okay, I'll just post the results.
All right, nice
Oh
work,
man.
everyone. I'm going to turn this stream off. Does anyone want to give shout outs before we go?
Shout out to all of you guys for just being judges on here. Honestly, like I really appreciate it. I saw Roger Bases and I was like, that shit sucked. And I was like, I have a lot of mutuals that have taste that I respect, and I think you guys have know how to state your opinions extremely well. You know how to verbalize extremely well, and this was fun. My manga got destroyed in the beginning, but I'm actually super happy with what made the finals. Like Ikoku Nikki making the finals was amazing. I love that, and I'm perfectly fine with Yo winning. especially
Yeah,
because
I'm happy
of the
with Bill.
fact that Veal had all its volumes dropped this year, which is a valid reason. Like that's the only thing that put it over the top for us, and that's the type of you know hard decision you would want to make for manga of the year for 2022. I like the variation of genres that we had in here. My Love Mix Up being in this in the same bracket as something like Undead Unluck is pretty fucking funny. Like this was fun. And I'm satisfied with the results.
Yeah, I think we've all really stated our points, made our cases, and we all lost. Like it's always easy to get disappointed in these brackets, but we all lost series that we cared about in this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
what
this is
Jujutsu
good.
Kaisen Jujutsu Kaisen was eliminated in like the first round, and I'm like one of the biggest JJK fans here, and there's nothing I can say about it. So it's not something that you people should like carry over. Like we don't know what we're saying or anything. Like we all voted, and JJK didn't make it, so it's not a big deal or anything. And it doesn't mean that like your own tastes are invalid too. If you like JJK as well, if you like JJK and we don't like JJK, it doesn't mean like you're not valid. So it's not that I'll come to Twitter and we'll now start seeing the poll now being absolutely destroyed. I haven't even checked the comments yet for the current poll. So I already know what the comments are going to be like, considering like who's like the kind of manga that just won. I already know the kind of comments, so I think I'll just avoid that for now and just enjoy my Veil win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks everyone. I was really happy to be included. I'm glad that
Okay, thank you very much.
I love won.
Okay,
Honestly,
my own pick didn't make it. My own pick died to free run, but I was glad that we were able to do this today.
Yeah.
V, do you want to be in the Togata group chat?
Sure.